Hi guys. Welcome to a little Halloween special of Wyverns and Weirdos. Yes, that's right. I'm the DM today.
How scary.
Yeah, please don't turn off.
First time you guys are seeing it. Second time we've been subjected to it.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Yeah, so, and a little departure as well from normal. We're going to be playing Call of Cthulhu, of course, for Halloween. That's a system I'm really fond of. And so these guys...
I've never played it before.
Making a character was very scary. This game is very scary to learn. It's very overwhelming.
It's terrifying.
It's very Halloween appropriate. Also,
absolutely.
Please excuse any differences in appearances. This is several months past where you guys are up to. So
this is about 4 months.
Welcome to the present day.
Yeah.
We missed you.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because we're recording this now, and then we're going to pop it up.
And we're cosplaying our characters too.
Oh yeah.
Well, there's usually like 10 months, or not 10 months, 4 months or something like that.
It's a long time.
Between the episodes recording and getting released, just to use recent episodes as an example. This one is about 10 days.
In current canon, I think my hair either a very bad blonde or still dark.
We can check.
Yeah. So this is the future. So welcome to the future. Yeah. So we're playing Call of Cthulhu tonight. So got a little thing to talk about. So first up, tonight we're going to be playing the Lightless Beacon. This is a special. So it's written by Leigh Carr and with development and additional material by Lynne Hardy. And Call of Cthulhu is like, it's a tabletop role-playing game system licensed by Calais. It's a lot of fun. It's similar to D&D. You mostly play more with like percentile and D10s. And interestingly, and we'll cover the rules more like as we play. Like rolling a 1 is actually a great thing because you want to try and get a really low number in Call of Cthulhu. So, because there's some it's a lot harder to succeed. Characters, usually called investigators, are have not very many hit points, so there's a lot. It's very dire. Darby's just decided to roll his dice. A 45, so that's okay. Depends on what your skills are.
Ooh, 80.
22.
80.
That would be fine for anything except for strength and con for me.
Yeah, so it's going to be very interesting. So just a little bit about the Lightless Beacon. This is a special free Call of Cthulhu game made available this year as part of the We Are All Us series of free Chaosium adventures released earlier this month. And that's to honour the memory of their founder, Greg Stafford. And this is this little symbol here. You can imagine it if you're listening to this on podcast or just look it up on Chaosium's website. He sadly passed away last year, and apart from being heavily involved with Chaosium over the years, Greg also wrote and worked on a lot of different game systems. He's had a huge influence over that kind of stuff. And in the spirit of this, with his family's blessing, the company's released adventures over 5 different game systems, which are 7th Sea, King Arthur Pendragon. And I actually had a look at that adventure, which was actually an older one written by Greg himself, and it looks really cool. Rune Quest, Hero Quest Glorantha, and of course Call of Cthulhu. The aim was to celebrate his legacy by encouraging fans and gamers in general to play a tabletop game from October 10 to 31 in his honour and remembrance. They're all really great looking adventures, and I really recommend you check them out. You can, just go to the Chaosium website. Just give them a go, and I'll probably post a link afterwards as well if you're keen on checking those out, because they're all free and they're quite big PDFs, so it's excellent.
Yeah, so check out all of our social medias.
Yeah,
we'll post everything
I'll post links. So as I said, Call of Cthulhu is a bit of a departure from our usual D&D, but I think it's perfect for the spooky system. And it's a game system I'm personally quite fond of. So if you haven't given it a try yet and enjoy what we're about to play, check it out. It's a great system. It usually uses, as I said, percentile dices and really pushes roleplay and problem solving, especially since you're playing regular-ish humans. And it also has a really fun feature called with your character's sanity, which there's a lot of interesting horror type features with it. KFC themselves are a really great company. They have PDFs easily buyable from their website. And you can even download some more, like, along with these ones, some more free beginner adventures as well. They have, like, a big presence in Australia. They even, like, recently released Terror Australis, or last year, I believe, which is really cool. It's, like, literally Call of Cthulhu Down Under.
Yes.
I'd love to play that at some point, but they're longer-term games. But, yeah, they're really cool.
I may have something to discuss with you.
Yeah, well,
in that regard, but I've just had an idea.
Stay tuned.
Spoilers for you guys, so shh.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone.
So they're really cool.
Hopefully, this is the first of many like expansions on like systems that we're playing. Like I was talking to Laura yesterday. Like there are some systems that I'd love to delve into in the future.
Yeah, precisely.
And I'm sure these guys have other systems that
we want to do fun things for you guys, and it's fun for us too to explore more avenues than just D&D. Not that it's ever just D&D, but it's exciting and fun for everyone involved. So
as long as I've got stories to tell in Fier lore, I think like the Wyverns and Weirdos 5th edition D&D stuff will probably be the bread and butter, unless there's some massive new upgrade in system. But I don't think Wizards of the Coast are upgrading to 6th edition anytime soon. No. But we'd love to experiment with other systems as well.
Yeah. But so Call of Cthulhu, by Chaosium. They're not a sponsor, I just really like them. The games naturally take their inspiration heavily from H.P. Lovecraft's writing, which usually deals with 1920s to 1940s kind of era-esque flavour with a very alien gothic kind of horror, and themes of loneliness, indescribable fate, and madness. This has influenced loads of stuff, including the great old one patron D&D, methinks. Which, if you've been listening, you'll know why. There's a good link there. So it's a great theme to explore in a tabletop setting.
The Varlocked thing has come out by this point.
Yeah, it has, but if you're listening to this for the first time, please go back and listen to some of our D&D campaigns, because it's a lot of fun. I play a scumbag.
But he's a good boy.
But also a scumbag.
He's a snake oil salesman. Based off Lovecraft's works, he's a bit of a point of contention these days, as he's had when he was alive, he had some very strong and unfortunate views in regard to like race and sexuality and all those fun things. And while these days it's more of a love the writing, not the views of the guy kind of thing, it's important to remember that obviously Call of Cthulhu and things influenced by that won't be everyone's cup of tea. But that said, like the adventures I've read from Chaosium, they're very inclusive. There's a lot of really good. They've worked a lot with. So they've taken the aesthetic from his writing and kept the good parts, I guess. So I definitely recommend it. A lot of their writing as well kind of really encourages talking to your players and making sure they're comfortable with things as well. That said, like if you're not fond of horror and stuff like that, probably not a system you're going to really enjoy. They usually do deal with a lot of themes of madness and like some gore as well. Chaosium also stresses that like while the games are set in the 1920s or 30s or whatever, it's a fantastical version of that era. So you aren't bound to sticking to the rules of that time as well.
You don't have to be a racist, sexist, homophobic.
Yeah, that's it.
Basically.
So that's preferable.
And you guys know us. We're just me personally, I'm just so homophobic. You know, just
we've all got themes.
You know what our campaigns are like by now, and if you're just tuning in, we're mainly queer ran, and we, love everyone. So
I think we've often said half jokingly, but it's true. Jake is our token straight.
Well,
he's our good boy. The token straight white cis hats. That are beautiful. Good. They're rare.
Proof they're not all bad.
But they're not all bad.
As the commentating goes, I'm here and I am here.
So covering these kinds of issues brings me to my final point before we get started properly. And that's a quick content or trigger warning list here, just of things that might pop up during the game tonight. Since Call of Cthulhu, it tends to have some more hard human issues that don't always crop up in D&D, unless the player's comfortable. That won't be everyone's cup of tea. So I'll list these and any extra things that might end up cropping up after the fact in the comments section. So make sure you pause listening and check that. So the game will likely contain some gore and death. It's gross but not described in huge paragraphs, but if you're not comfortable or squeamish, just give this one a miss. There are also some possible references to the following, which is past substance abuse or addiction, past light homophobia, and past attempted suicides. So we won't go into these things in incredible detail. We might not even cover them at all, but I just want to list these to if you're not comfy with that, we aren't going to blame you if you skip this one and just keep listening to our regular D&D shenanigans.
It's a one-off. It's not part of the main series.
Yeah, that's it.
And you have to follow what's comfortable for you, and please
precisely.
stay safe. So if at any time you're listening to us and you feel uncomfortable, let us know, but also feel free to skip past us. We love you. We want you to be safe and comfortable. And please, if these do raise any issues, if any of the themes raised cause any issues, we might leave some links to some helpful websites.
Yeah,
it's also worth noting this is one of the rare occasions where both the YouTube version and the podcast version are going up on the same day. So if it helps you to either see our faces or not see our faces as far as not triggering any negative emotions.
To add some form of humanity, please
pick
what
the
works
thing
best
that is going to help you be more comfortable consuming this content.
I am wearing a tiny hat, if that helps you put you at ease. Just put all of your focus.
We'll have stills for podcast listeners. We will have stills of our characters that we use in the video intro. So you can see the wonderful costumes we're all dressed in.
We'll post them to our socials, which, as per usual, is at Wyverns Weirdos on Twitter, Wyverns and Weirdos on Facebook.
They're all in the description.
Yeah, they're all in the description.
You guys know this by now.
Check the description. That actually brings me to a good point as well. I do have some handouts which will probably either link for podcast viewers or I'll get Darby to pop up on the screen.
As people who are on the YouTube version, you'll see there are big, massive spaces. That stuff can fit in.
We'll do that stuff.
So.
But I just want to also mention they are the cover art for the Lightless Beacon is by Victor Leza, and it's also the interior art, which I'm not sure if I'll show you because some of it's spoilery. And there's some cartography and handouts by Matt and Ryan, so that's the credits right here and there. There's also a couple of other things, but I'll mention them once I hand them to people.
When they're relevant.
Because they're a surprise.
When they arise.
Yeah. Cool. So, we're going to get started now. Thanks for bearing with us. I hope you're still listening.
Also, quick mention. Joe's here with us again for our
Not playing
Halloween episode.
For our audio listeners, Johanna is here.
I guess we haven't mentioned that. So I'm Laura. If you're new to our program, I'm usually one of the team members, but I'm the keeper for tonight. If everyone just wants to say their name, they don't have to say their character's name, of course. We'll learn that soon.
I'm Jake, and I'm here.
Hi, I'm Johanna, here for today.
I'm Eddie, I'm your resident shithead.
And I'm Darby, I'm usually the DM, but I actually get to play today.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how you guys handle this.
It's the first for you guys, not for us.
Excellent. So, we're going to get started. Before we get started, could everyone please roll some dice to determine their luck? So just one moment. No. So, I want you to get 3d6 and roll them.
3d6.
Perfect. That's the perfect amount of d6
3 times.
What I have.
Oh, good start. That's a 6. A 6.
Oh, wow.
No, but that's the devil's numbers. Your character's going to die. That's my prediction. Thank you.
It's a fact.
Actually, are we aiming for high or low with that?
I'll let you know. So once you get your number, I want you to multiply it by 5 and circle that on your luck, the luck
I'm
portion.
Stupid, so I'm gonna look up what that is.
8 times 5.
Just get your calculators out if you need a hand.
Easy to do 2 times
40.
5. Yeah, that's 90.
Okay.
My luck score is 90.
I'm an unlucky person.
I am apparently very lucky.
Well, that about
Did
fits.
you? Yeah.
I got
good.
40.
So if you can see like under the words Call of Cthulhu on the sheet.
I
think we
circled the
have-
wrong thing. I circled
says-
my sanity.
It says luck. Yeah. So
I think we might.
then I'll explain what we
can
do
you
with it.
confirm Which are we using this? Are you using this sheet?
Yeah. Whichever sheet. So
Because
yeah.
there are a couple of sheets on there that are slightly different.
Yeah. So it's just the luck thing.
Yeah.
So just circle where
The
you're up to
massive
in
I
your
think
luck.
either way they're all
And
going
then
to
I'll
be.
explain what it does. So the luck rule is an optional rule. The Lightless Beacon suggests using it just because it gives players a little bit more to work with and some more survivability chances sometimes, depending on how you use it.
I can't believe I rolled 3 6s.
All right. So
I can't believe it either.
once everyone's got 3d6 and then times it by 5 and then circle that in your luck sheet. So what this is basically is luck is a score that you can get checked on. So there's a lot of skills in Call of Cthulhu that you kind of can use in the game. It's kind of like if our listeners or players, viewers have played Pathfinder before, there's a lot of skills in that. Call of Cthulhu has, I would say, even more. And it's because like you're playing very specialized, certain specific characters. So like you might be playing a soldier who's really good at like shooting, shooting with a rifle or something, and like I don't know, drunken brawling. So you'd have skills for that. So with the luck score, what it is as I mentioned before, Call of Cthulhu, the aim is to like say like you've got a skill of like 70 for brawling. If you're like wanting to like, and then there's more fighting rules which we may get into later on. If you're like wanting to use that brawl skill to succeed, you need to roll like a 70 or no, under 70 basically to succeed. If you roll over that, like a 90 or something, you're not going to succeed really well. If you roll like 99, it's very bad for you.
What if you roll on the button?
I think it's like...
so if I rolled a luck and I got 90 on the button,
yeah.
is that a success or a failure?
I think it's a failure. Please don't correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I was reading over it. It was like doesn't go to the winner. It's in because you're trying to get lower than that basically.
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, with the luck,
even if that's wrong as per the rules as written,
that's how we're playing.
That's how we're playing it.
Yeah.
And it's good that we've got that cleared up.
Keep a rules
Ahead.
Yeah.
Of the game before it becomes an actual call that needs to be made in the heat of the moment.
So we'll see how things go. So yeah, with the luck score, what happens is those points that you have for your luck score, you can, if you're trying to do a roll for like any other skill, you can add those points from your luck score, but it subtracts it from your luck. So for example, if you like, say we're trying to repair repair a car or something, and you rolled a 1, which would be you roll like a 99, which would be a critical fail. You could use your luck score to reduce it by the amount of points that you choose. So you can choose how many you want to reduce from that. The only thing to be mindful of is that like you may get called for a luck score and then be like, well, I have no luck left because I've used it all up on other skills. So it's another little nice level, I guess, to tactical play. But yeah, it's an optional rule, so not everyone who plays Call of Cthulhu will play with this. They just suggest doing it just for it's a bit of fun.
Generally advised for one-shots.
Yeah, so you guys all have that written down?
Yep.
Cool stuff. Alrighty. Okay. So like it does say in here like you can introduce your characters if you like, but your characters are going to be thrown together pretty quickly. So if you want to do that in game, I'm more than happy to run with that. So yeah. I might just start, I guess. So it is I will also actually mention before I do this, because a lot of characters wanted to play a certain way, I've transposed the setting in this original one is in America. I've transposed it to England. So we're instead of like it's like a Massachusetts boat. So we're going to be doing the Dover to Calais boat. So they're traveling to France, or they're going to attempt to. So yeah. So it is the evening of April 12, 1926, the dark, stormy night of a new moon. And for your separate reasons, you have decided to board a small but first-class evening passenger and cargo ferry called the Polaris at Dover, in order to head to Calais in France. Perhaps some of you took a railway train directly to Dover in luxury, or perhaps you made your own way there. UK to Europe travel was becoming increasingly popular through this channel, especially for wealthier people. And while there are other larger ferries, some which now even carry limited vehicles or deliver their passengers directly onto the ferry itself from the train, travel is still fairly accessible to the wealthier individuals of the time you find yourselves in. So you have boarded. I might establish, I guess, what you guys might be doing. You have small cabins available to you, or you might wish to wander on deck, though as you first boarded it had already begun to rain. I will also mention that a lot of these ships, like even overnight ships, had a lot of people in it, but there's not, from what you saw, like you guys might be keeping to yourself, but from what you saw as you were boarding, there's not that many people on this boat. So would you guys like to say maybe what you're doing? I think we might start with Jake's character.
At what time was it?
It's it's like around 8 o'clock in the evening.
All right.
Okay, so my quite pompous character is on deck with his assistant butler.
Yes.
Richard holding an umbrella above him as he stands on the deck. And he says to Richard, "Yes, I'm quite glad I bought half this ferry with all of my money."
Yes, very good, sir. Good, yes. Excellent suggestion.
I'm quite sick of rich people, almost as sick of rich people as I am those commoners.
Quite right, sir, quite right.
So, got a bit of peace of mind, I think. What say you, Richard? Are you enjoying this?
Oh, yes, sir, it is a bit rainy, but,
this downpourer is quite nice.
Oh, yes, very nice, sir, yes. Very nice. Yes, an excellent idea, very,
yes, I do say.
Very well thought out.
Okay, and that's where he stays for like a very long time.
Excellent.
Just watching people go by, watching people come onto the boat.
As the rain starts to pick up more and more. That's excellent. A little... Who would like to step up next? What is... doesn't have to be detailed, or just a general idea of what you're doing.
So, Professor Peter Eldon is looking out to the sea and excellent. Seeing... what he can spy out there. I'm assuming there's nothing of particular interest.
Nothing at the moment. Like all the like as usual, like Dover is very impressive. They have like these white chalk cliffs which are quite famous. It's usually a pretty bustling.
Are there bluebirds over them?
Pardon?
Are there bluebirds over them?
I mean, there might be. I don't know. Let's see. Quite possibly.
Nice.
Yeah. So it looks quite nice. It's 8 o'clock, so like you can see some lights glittering. It's quite dark though because of the it's a new moon. So yeah, very dark. Waves are kind of a little bit choppy because it's raining. You think maybe it might be stormy later on. But like it looks pretty calm. There's not that many other like boats that are out and about because it's getting later.
Is there anything that would stand out to me as particularly odd? Considering my areas of expertise.
Considering your areas of expertise.
There is someone standing.
There's a person standing with his under a very odd person. A very odd person prattling on
my
to
areas
his
of expertise
assistant.
do not include rich twits.
What does your character look like, Jake?
He does wear a little tiny top hat, sort of offset from the top of his head. It sort of hangs off from the side. You can probably assume there's some form of like mounting mechanism. However, you will need to roll quite a low in some form of
Are you
inspection.
wearing a fascinator?
He's quite a large fellow, but he's not necessarily unfit. But he's quite large. He does have quite an impressive mustache as well.
Nice.
A little bit of a curl.
Excellent.
He would like to achieve a greater mustache. Right.
Work on it.
He's doing the best that he can.
That's the main one.
Yeah, I should probably know. Yeah, Peter's...
Must I say your mustache is looking very, very dashing today. So.
Peter is a slight fellow, neatly trimmed, short black hair, clean shaven, wears a pair of probably round spectacles.
Nice. Oh,
fantastic.
Yes, much like each.
Well, leaning up against one of the walls of the boat on the deck, trying to stay out of the rain, is Dr. Kirby Lee Daniels. So he's got a cigarette hanging out of his mouth, and he's quite wiry, a lithe and striking figure with sandy blonde hair curling over his forehead and quite gaunt, striking features. He looks really tired, and he's, with his free hand, is propping up what appears to be a notebook, and he's scratching at it against the wall.
Excellent.
Nice.
Yeah, fantastic.
Eugene's going to enter the scene. They are like a young non-binary person. So they or possibly he pronouns. And yeah, they've got like wavy red-brown hair. They've also got round spectacles. And they're kind of awkwardly like fumbling with an umbrella, trying to get it open and trying to light a cigarette at the same time. And they're going to walk over to... What was your character's name again, Eddie?
Kirby.
Dr.
Kirby Lee Daniels.
Actually, I must correct myself. Dr. Eugene Ronaldo. They're going to walk up to Kirby and say, would you care for an umbrella, sir? Are you all right standing in the rain? Your book might get a little wet.
I do say that probably is a good idea. Dr. Kirby Lee Daniels. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
A pleasure. I'm Dr. Eugene Ronaldo.
A fellow doctor.
Absolutely. What kind of doctor are you?
Well, I'm some kind of doctor, that's for sure.
That's interesting. I'm personally a doctor of medicine, although I must say I have quite an interest in psychology and biology as well.
Oh, so you're like a real doctor then?
Yeah, a doctor.
Oh, well, that seems sure useful.
So you're not you're a academic doctor then?
Yeah, of sorts.
I have a couple of little things, but you guys don't need to. You can continue role playing. This is just stuff that.
It's like interesting.
Yeah.
You know, you seem a little familiar.
I was just thinking that myself.
What was the name?
I was just reading the note.
So it's Dr. Kirby Lee Daniels and Dr. Eugene, last name I can't remember.
Ronaldo.
Yes.
So you guys don't, and these are little notes. Sorry that I've paused the flow of conversation. These are just little notes. I have a couple of things that characters may have heard. They might spark a memory of these characters. These are things that I've written. They're not part of the Lightless Beacon. Also, the information there you don't need to reveal. This is just like background information that you go, oh, okay, I kind of remember. Like I've vaguely seen this person before once or something like that.
I'm assuming like this conversation isn't like in hushed tones. It's easy enough to kind of.
Oh no, it's just a friendly convo.
I mean, we have to talk over the rain.
Yeah,
for sure.
The wind's like,
So, I'm not going to recognize the name of a medical doctor, but I know it's like half a world away, but would I recognize the name Dr. Kirby Lee Daniels at all? Like as like not a medical doctor, so clearly an academic doctorate of some form.
I mean,
Why are you eavesdropping?
No, just you hear names, and if you recognize it, then you would be, depending on where you've heard it from, then you might be inclined to either approach or avoid said person.
well, it's true.
So, you need a light there?
Oh,
Just
yes, I
history check, I guess.
I think I might have misplaced mine.
I'm good at this.
So
Oh yeah, I'm good at this.
Kirby reaches into his coat pocket and flicks out a gold-plated lighter.
Gold-plated.
On the button.
Oh no, so it's a fail. So no,
You don't know Kirby.
It doesn't. You're not sure. Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah.
What about the
He
Hartley
seems
family?
American.
Yeah.
What about the Hartley family? Do you know of them?
So what was your name again?
You don't know his name, but you know,
He
you don't
hasn't
know his
said his
name.
name.
Okay.
I mean, you might have overheard them say, like, the butler say, like,
Hartley,
or Hartley
perhaps,
or
yeah.
something. Yep.
Hartley.
And in fact, if you have, well, let's do me a listen roll, I suppose,
All right.
to
I'm
determine
good at
that.
this as well.
Yeah, that's all right.
But has anyone said the name Hartley?
I don't think so.
Over the course of the trip,
just
surely.
he said sir. a
yeah,
lot.
sir.
That's a
yeah.
17.
17. I'm just gonna double check.
The two figures have not moved
So,
from there.
Yeah, you guys continue. You pass it along to
You'll
Darby.
have to excuse my brashness, but
Yeah.
Sorry, I knew this was your name. I just forgot.
I feel maybe this might be a bit of an uncomfortable question to ask.
I look
but
very
are you,
uncomfortable.
You lady folk or man folk?
Emma the Southerner. Sorry, the Southern American.
I'm not quite sure how to answer that question.
Oh, what do you mean?
I mean, getting into like biology has strict like rules with like the animal kind, but humans, like the psychology of the situation, like gender is just a social construct, whereas with, you know, it's a complex question for like someone interested in psychology such as myself.
Now, I didn't do my personal research that I should have into my own characters, things that he's knowledgeable about, but I'm gonna on the spot create a fantasy of creation of this world, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like those of us who are experts in like academic fields
not
are going to be bullshitting
I
stuff
cannot remember
that's based
which psychology things
so
were done.
loosely
Like I'm starting at
I'm bullshitting everything.
Yeah.
I don't know what's for the year.
Oh, so you're like that what was their name? Far Out. Emilio
You're thinking of
Joseph, that artist? They didn't go by like any binary, I guess.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
That's me.
That's pretty cool, actually.
You think so?
Oh, well, look. A lot of people... Well, I'm not exactly common folk myself. So who am I to judge?
No, that's good to hear. I think I really enjoyed the academic crowd. I think we've got a lot more free thinkers here.
Well,
There's a lot more to learn about the world, and yeah, you're right. I'm exactly like them.
well, I'm glad you found your crowd in our academic circles. I'm glad that those doctors of medicine are so progressive.
Well, some of them.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at the notes that I've gotten from what I've heard about Jake's character.
You can approach him if you like.
I'm actually
I have no desire to approach this person.
That's probably wise.
This is embarrassing if I'm wrong, but have I seen you before at Chicago? At university?
Well, yeah, that's where I'm from.
Oh, wow.
That's
That's where I studied as well.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm like a doctorate in art history.
Art history?
Yeah.
That sounds interesting. I can't say I know a single thing about it, I'm afraid.
According to many folk, I know too much. So,
No. You can never have enough knowledge.
Kirby kind of seems a little bit awkward talking about his knowledge of it, and like the fact that he has a doctorate in that, because like it's something that he's really passionate about, but it's also like a lot of people like, you're not a real doctor.
That's a pain. Unfortunately, Eugene is kind of a sciencey person, but they're not like openly judgmental about it. And they are also just awkward in general. They are very socially awkward.
Understandable.
So, quiet boat, huh?
It really is. I was really expecting there to be a lot more people on here. I mean, I can't say I'm complaining. It sounds very stressful being around people for a long amount of time on an enclosed boat. But yeah.
There's like a lot of staff on the boat as well, but there's just not that many people. I suppose one staff member, I don't know, a young woman is like,
where the staff
could I get you a drink, sir?
Yes.
Ooh. Do you have anything with pineapple?
Yes, well, we should be able to open a tin for you, sir. Yes.
What? Out of a tin? Please put it in the glass.
Of course, yes. We will be making a drink with the pineapple in a glass, of course, sir. This is a high class. My apologies.
No, it's quite all right. It's quite all right. Everyone makes mistakes.
That's very grand of you, sir.
Yes, I am quite forgiving, aren't I?
I am less and less inclined to approach this person by the
Yes,
second.
you really are, sir. Very
Right,
forgiving
one of your
indeed.
finest pineapple
Yes.
tines, please.
Finest pineapple tines. Yes, of course.
Richard, can you tines? Is that what it's called? Sorry, Richard.
Oh, of course, yes.
Yes?
We yes. Oh, yes, of course.
Okay.
Pineapple tines. Yes, I've heard that mentioned many
Fresh
times.
out of the tine.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but do you mean like a martini?
Ooh.
Is that what you're trying to get at?
I don't think I've quite had that one. Thank you. Yes, one of them.
Oh,
I think he's after a martini with pineapple. I'm not
sounds
quite sure
divine.
though.
Oh, of course, sir. Yes, my apologies, sir.
Oh, it's
Can
quite
I
all right.
also get like a martini? Just dry, please. I don't need the pineapple.
Yes. Can I have a drink too? Make use of it now that I'm out of America. It's still the time of the prohibition.
Yeah, prohibition's on in America. Yes.
Thanks. I'm very interested in this drink. I will shout all of these three.
Oh, that's very grand of you.
I'll drink to that.
All of these, I'm not there.
Yes, my butler.
You're shouting your
that's
butler
very
a
good of you.
martini.
Are you sure?
Yes, no, it's quite all right. Trust me.
Thank you very much.
Very generous of you, sir.
Yes. Please do enjoy.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just have a wine, please. Oh, okay. I'll go get that for you. And the wind's picking up a little bit in the rain.
Is there any other like
stumbles a
lions, travelers, passengers
Yes.
on deck aside from our good professor here?
I will say no. You guys are kind of the only people.
Yeah, we're weird. We're all
decided-
out in the
We're
rain.
like, yeah, it's rain
time.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
most people have
approach
gone under.
Well,
into the
Kirby was going to call you over.
I was going to say, I'm assuming I heard something about University of Chicago.
boat. Yeah,
So,
sure.
Does your character have an umbrella as well, or are they just like out in the rain? Because
I would
think
say he'd probably have an umbrella.
Okay.
Kirby and Eugene are probably huddling under the same umbrella. That's really cute.
Wait, do you only have the one umbrella?
Yeah, Kirby wants to.
Also, Eugene instantly just takes the umbrella off himself to give to Kirby.
Oh no! Kirby's like holding it over both.
Too awkward.
So you sort of just see my character click his fingers, and that's sort of a sign for Richard to open up his coat. And you see in lots of sort of sections in his coat an array of umbrellas.
That's amazing.
Yes, it's like...
He's like, would you like to borrow one? It seems you're one short. An umbrella.
Richard gestures to the umbrellas.
This is... who am I to deny rich folk, you know?
Okay. So Richard...
I make it sound like Kirby's not rich. Kirby's moderately well off, okay?
So Richard...
He's just not that level of rich.
In a very impressive fashion. Also, keep in mind that he is only using one hand for this as well. Let's go with his coat, which stays open, folds his arm over and sort of slaps the umbrella out. It sort of like spins in the air. He then catches onto his coat and the umbrella at the same time and gestures it out to you. Whoever doesn't have an umbrella
to Richard.
Richard is a very skilled butler. He is also an assistant butler. He's doing a very good job.
Yes.
He's a prodigy.
Yes.
Well,
it's like
I guess you can have your umbrella back now. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So
he takes the umbrella.
Going to approach, finally. And say, did I hear University of Chicago?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Both hail from there, apparently.
Oh, interesting. Wasn't expecting to see fellow academics on this boat. Professor Eldon of Oxford.
Dr. Kirby Lee Daniels.
And
thank you very
Dr. Eugene Ronaldo. A pleasure.
Pleasure. I do hope pajama isn't bothering you.
I'm sorry. How terribly rude of me. Dr. Kirby Lee Daniels. Yes. I didn't introduce myself before.
It's a.
Can't bring himself to say it.
Jack's trying to steal himself.
Yeah. It's a pajama. And he says this staring at Professor Eldon. It's pajama.
Pajama?
Pajama.
Pajama?
And he goes, pa? Ja?
Je?
May.
What nationality is that?
Oh, it's, I'm from England. I just,
Interesting. Okay.
My parents came up with an awful name, and I thought I could do better, and I'm quite proud of myself.
No, that's understandable.
Pajama. It shows real character.
I would hardly call your birth name terrible.
Do you know what my birth name is?
I've read the papers.
Yeah, see, I think it's quite awful. I don't much care for it.
Yes, we don't talk about it. Yes. It's a brilliant
but that's all right.
name.
That is more okay. Just please, pajama.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
And you?
I just introduced myself, but I'm Dr. Kirby Lee Daniels.
Kirby Lee Daniels.
You can call me Kirby. You
Nice.
can all call me Kirby. I don't really go by doctor.
Do you have many published titles? Or?
No. That's a hard no.
Oh, thank you very much.
Gehenna. Oh, sorry.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, see, I'm not. It seems you are all professors by the sounds of it, but I'm not. But I have been tutored.
I'm not a professor. I'm a doctor.
A doctor. Oh no.
The voice.
Most professors are doctors, but not all doctors are professors.
And not all professors are doctors, by the sounds
No,
of it.
but a great many of them are.
Yeah.
Some professors are merely on their way to becoming doctors.
And you're one of them, I'm assuming?
No, I have my doctorate.
Oh.
In
But you choose to go by professor?
yes, and it's
An interesting choice, but I respect it.
So what did you say that you studied again?
I didn't, but
pardon me.
I am the professor of folklore and mythology at Oxford University.
Oh.
Oh. Huh. You and I might need to have a conversation later. Away from prying ears. I have something maybe I might need you to look at from a professional standpoint.
I would be keen to help in any way I can.
Eugene is just trying not to say anything, but they're like, so when you talk about folklore and mythology, how exactly are you studying this? Like, you don't actually believe that stuff happened, right?
Kirby noticeably just like stiffens a little bit. He's like,
I'm committedly agnostic. I am open to the possibility of these legends having a basis in fact, but I am personally skeptical.
by the gods, where are these drinks?
I see. That's sensible. I mean, there's some people out there who just like will believe anything without any evidence or proof.
Tell me about it.
I mean, you've got to have the scientific method.
Yes.
Ma'am, are you nearby with those drinks? I really need a drink.
She's like hurrying to like balance the sorry, here I am.
Thank you kindly.
She however gives up parchment. His drink first with a lot more like I don't know, a lot more grandiosity than she does to you guys.
Nice.
Thank you. He has a sip. Now,
then she hands it to Kirby, and
Kirby downs his in one go and is like, "Can I get another of those, please? Thank you, darling."
Well, yes, of course.
I mean, like, I'll pay for it if Mr. Hajime isn't.
We can put it onto the bill.
Isn't so inclined to be shouting the night, but I guess I'm like.
I'm more than happy to. I just was waiting for you to finish saying what you were going to say.
Okay, well, I'm in quite an uncomfortable position right now. Whoever wants to pay for my drink, thanks. And if that's me, patting the back to you, Kirby.
More than happy to pay.
Okay.
And does Richard have his wine as well?
Oh yes, he does. Yeah, but he's just kind of standing there, like holding it, like
You're all right there,
waiting
Dr.
for
Daniels.
the opportunity to drink.
Should it be Dr. Daniels or Dr. Leigh Daniels?
Oh, Daniels is my
Daniels.
my family name, I guess. But just Kirby, please.
Of course, Kirby.
Like I said, I don't really go by the doctor title all that much, but
Alright, the rain
just
is
the token
beginning
to
to
piss
pick
off my
up.
parents, really.
Nice.
Well, it's beginning to get quite unruly out here. Not you, the weather. The weather, so I might head indoors. What say the rest of you?
I mean, like, I'll finish this cigarette first, and then follow you right in there, fella.
Once you guys say this, yeah, it's noticeable. Firstly, as you were all sailing out, you could see like the lights of Dover, and then as you were sailing further out, you could see like the flash of, or like the light of like a big lighthouse. There's Beacon Island just off the coast that casts the light so ships can get out. Suddenly, it seems a lot darker, and if you guys gaze out, you no longer see that light. So it's really dark because it's a new moon as well. And then suddenly, and the secondary thing that happens is there is a lot of panic on board, like with the people operating it.
I hope I didn't threaten the west.
Interesting.
And the waitress is like, I'll be back in a moment. And she
Ma'am,
like hurries.
is everything alright?
Hopefully. And as she turns away to say that, and she says that, you guys feel like this horrible juddering of the boat, like it just shakes the entire boat, and there's this horrible crunching, like it's a bad noise, a very bad noise.
Okay,
there's just panic, like increasing.
Kirby scrambles as far back away from the sides of the boat as he can, so he's back up against that wall now.
Yeah. Excellent.
I'm assuming there's some form of center door leading from the inside to the outside.
Yeah, there would be. And there's the
Hajime and Richard are in the door, like they said they'll be. They're going inside.
I'm going to try to get to my cabin and try to wrap up like a couple of books in anything that seems like it might be partway waterproof.
Yes, I would suggest you run there. So we'll just say, because we're not doing too many rolls here, that's just what you do.
Yeah.
Because we'll do more rolls once we get to the bulkier part of this. But yeah, because like pretty quickly there's quite a few like well, not a lot of people because you bought out most of the boat, but there's still quite a few people that are like now coming up out of the boat in like panic, and there are like staff running around everywhere. Yes, and I suppose the same like little waitress, she like as you guys are going down, like you're running down to get your stuff. Like, as people just and then she's like, you just hear a lot of people calling out, like the crew, calling out that the hull of the ship, it's well, after the lighthouse went out, the ship pretty much instantly has floundered on a lot of rocks in there, and it's starting to take water. So and people are like, so a lot of the staff are like calling out, and they're trying to you guys are kind of in the same kind of area, but they're trying to get people to come out because they have quite a few rowboats, because the ship they need you to get off there. So a lot of the crew are trying to they're scrambling to get all of you guys together.
Kirby's backed up against that wall, and if people are trying to go near him, he's like really sort of.
Yes, so we need everyone to get back on. Come back on the boats, everyone. We need to get off. We're not sure if this the ship's going to make it.
Sinking.
Yeah. Yes. We please come over to here. We have some boats, but you must get on now.
As soon as I grab my stuff and waterproofed it, I'm rushing for lifeboats.
So the crew, they're trying to direct
So Pajamas
just very good for us.
That's all right. Let us go to one of these boats and hope it's not as crowded as I suspect it's going to be. Now, are you two grouped up together?
Well, I'm assuming because Kirby stayed on the deck, but he was just like.
So people will be like, if you don't come, they're gonna grab you and try and shove you towards there because they're trying to prioritize.
And are they near?
They're trying to prioritize you guys before them.
Are they near one of the boats that are being manned at the moment, being filled?
So they're just rowboats. They're not they're just So there's one there that they push you guys towards. So no one's rowing them. They're just like, I'm sorry, we need to try and get this boat, but it's not looking good. Your best bet is to just if you can see and they're gesturing because there's panic everywhere. You can see a little light near where the lighthouse was, but not the actual lighthouse is on. If you make your way towards Beacon Island, that might be the safest course of action. We don't think you'll make it to the mainland in time. The storm's starting to roll in. Is basically what people are telling you.
Well, that's quite
We're
bad.
so sorry. However, if you survive, you can get a full refund.
That's what I like to hear. Yes, I was hoping
we survive
with interest.
Oh boy.
For the inconvenience.
The Polaris apologizes for this, but we really cannot we cannot recommend you stay much longer. You must get onto the boat.
All right, friends, hooroo.
All right,
come onto the boat.
Let's get to the boat.
He's escorted to the boat.
I'm assuming at this point you see me rushing with my bundle of books.
You got,
is this really the safest option?
There's no other option.
I believe it's safer
Better than
on
staying.
the big boat. Hello, Mr. Eldon, over here.
Oh dear.
Kirby scrambles into the boat, but is just.
Yeah. And in the background, like there's people panicking. You can see other people who are scrambling into other boats as well.
Yes.
As John says, out of the frying pan into the fire.
Richard will also not allow any other people to go on the boat.
This is our boat.
If at all possible.
So just you guys.
Yes, just us guys.
I mean, there's probably several lifeboats.
Yes, I'm sure there's enough, especially because the boat is at half capacity.
Because you bought out half the ticket.
Sure. So you did them a favour, really. You've saved some lives here.
Yeah, there's almost like a fairly manageable ratio of staff
Who's
to...
going to row, though?
Okay, so...
Or is the, your man, your, like, servant?
Oh, I mean, you could...
Poor Richard!
Yeah.
Richard is a butler. I would not consider him a servant. However, he does serve, but he is more than happy to do so, and is paid quite well.
Absolutely, yes.
Yes, see?
This is just happening as like without another word, like as I said, they tell you that your best bet is to aim for Beacon Island because like the rain is piling on and they're not sure you're going to make it to mainland due to the storm, as like the waves are getting pretty bad as well. So that's fun.
Is there any form of lighting on the boat? Like, is it like some form of light?
We'll say there's like a lantern maybe on there, yeah, but that's about it. Like, yeah, we'll say that it's a first class trip. They've lit the lantern for you before they push you off and potentially die themselves.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how lit is this room?
It's lit. So it's a very lit situation. But so without another word in the commotion, you are pushed. They shove you off into the dark, churning waters.
Does anyone have any objections going to this?
Kirby is sitting like as in the center of the boat as he can, with his eyes closed, and he's muttering to himself.
Oh no!
You said something about like a secondary light source.
Yeah, like a small little light.
Is that?
Yeah, so you can see a little light.
Interesting about it.
You can't
Has
tell.
the lighthouse gotten smaller?
yeah, it got shrunk. You see a little light. So and Richard is like, it does look like it's a bit too far to row back to the mainland at this point. So.
Oh yes, I did trust those stuff.
Would you like me to row?
Yes, please. It would be nice, unless any of you would like to. But I think Richard is more than happy to.
Especially strong.
Kirby's just like, it's fine.
Could help if necessary, but I'm not well equipped for rowing.
Okay. Fine. Richard can take it from here.
Richard takes the row, and I will also now say, Kirby, I would like you to make a sanity roll, please, as this is directly related to one of his fears.
If that wasn't obvious, that's pretty good. That's a 13.
A 13.
What is that? What do I do?
Yeah, so we'll just take 1 point off your sanity.
Okay.
Because you don't roll. If you succeed, it's usually pretty minimal. But yeah, you're not happy. And just also like keep a little tally that you've taken off 1 point of sanity as well, because if you take off a certain amount, some interesting things happen.
Okay.
Just like right on the side or something. Cool. But yeah, you're not having a great time.
I'm guessing Eugene is gonna notice and be like, Kirby, are you feeling unwell?
I'll be fine when we're back on land. It's all right. I'll be fine, but please just, if we can roll like as fast as possible to get me away from this water, that'd be excellent.
No, I'm sure we'll get there soon. If you start feeling faint or anything, be sure to let me know.
I mean, like, I'm constantly feeling faint, darling. It's kind of my life
now. Do you want me to check you about that? I mean, that's not
I don't really think there's
situation.
There's much a doctor can do about what ails me, but
okay.
But maybe when we're not on a shitty little rocket boat, you can try.
Sure.
Okay, so hearing that, Hajime will sort of gesture for Richard to go a little faster. He goes, if you tend to get us a little bit there quicker, you may get quite a big bonus.
Certainly, sir.
Richard takes off his coat, and you can see he's not well built, but he's definitely got muscle. Like he has muscle, and he
Richard is the sexiest character in this campaign.
What does he look like?
And
beautiful.
Describe him in loving
I don't think we can describe him. I think he's just gorgeous regardless.
He has a question mark on a completely blank face.
Yeah.
That is what he looks like for the time being.
He has the blankest,
And Pajame will also hold the umbrella over both him and... Because they're friends. They're good friends.
That's so cute.
Okay. Richard tries. He does a fair bit of rowing. It's pretty good, but and you can see that the little light's coming a bit closer. But at this point, the rowboat hits something hard in the dark waters. Mm-hmm. So
what in the heavens was that?
So could one of just because I don't want to roll for Richard himself, does one of you want to do a know and a spot hidden roll?
I
I'd recommend that the highest level, but whoever,
What was the first roll?
No.
As in K-N-O-W?
K-N-O-W.
I don't have one of those.
I don't have that on my sheet.
Unless it's like something similar to like fighting in brackets brawl. Is that if that's it?
Might not be in these sheets that we have here. Just one moment.
Yeah, I can't seem to find it. There's definitely spot hidden, and I am default on that one.
Yeah,
so
25.
probably
About 50.
Look, we'll just do like an intelligence roll
55
for that.
on
We'll do an
spot
intelligence roll for now.
And in terms of Richard, I just want him to do like just basic. I don't want him to actually.
Oh,
find
yeah,
roll.
that's it. Yeah.
I'm 75.
I've got 75
I'm 70.
occult. If that helps at all.
I'll roll
just int. So I need int and a spot hidden roll.
What did Eugene have for
75.
I'll roll the spot. I'll roll the spot hidden.
Okay.
Unless education helps.
41, so that
really.
passes. 75.
60, which is a failure by 5.
Okay. So you did spot hidden. Okay. So Eugene.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You look off the side because it makes sense because you're probably terrified right now.
Yeah, true.
Eugene, you look off the side and you said twisted metal has become lodged on a nearby sandbank. Which. And it suggests that the metal may be part of a ship, although you can't recall hearing of a wreck around here for quite some time.
Okay.
Okay, and now we're going to need to do a successful pilot boat. Do any of you guys have a pilot boat skill? Probably not.
What
So
would
I'm
that
gonna have
be
to
on?
roll.
I've got a pilot skill of 1.
Yeah, we'll roll
I have
for
no
Richard.
practical skills.
I'm going to give him,
I'm
we'll
just
say
a
like
nerd.
a 35 or 40 for a pilot boat because he does a lot of stuff. He's very capable. But
Yes, but it's all just.
All right. So, do you want to roll for that, Jake?
I'm
Honestly,
happy.
I probably should have given him a couple of points in
It's a
pilot
92.
row.
Oh no!
Rolling.
Excellent.
Simply because
Something
the
bad
Oxford
about
Cambridge.
Yeah,
there we
true.
go.
Yeah, that
Rowing.
boats. Yeah. Okay, so Richard tries to dislodge the rowboat from the wreckage without crashing into the nearby rocks. But unfortunately, during his attempts, the rowboat is holed during the attempts to get it free.
Oh, no.
And now it's beginning to sink.
What the fuck, Richard?
But we're
Sorry, that's a Vine reference.
sorry, sir.
but we could but we're close enough that we can
You're
get onto
close
the
enough
island.
that you can swim to the island.
No.
So you can do
dear.
swim rolls to...
It's
Oh,
quite
dear.
alright. It's quite alright. It's been a while since I've had
I
a
have a
sir.
swim of.
Alright, so could all of
This
you
is going to be
please...
the quickest that one of my characters dies.
Could you please all do some swim rolls, please?
He's going to die of a panic attack in the water.
Is there any debris from the boat?
Oh,
as well?
that is a significant failure. I got
Oh, no.
75. So
Same!
Oh, no.
So that's a failure of 55.
so that's a big failure.
And is there any debris from the boat?
Yeah,
Anything
so...
that we
What
may
is
be
it
able to
a failure
use?
for?
Use this like a
For you?
board or something?
Not enough.
Well,
yeah.
his
If
swim
it's
is
too choppy.
20.
failure, yeah.
I was so
My swim is
close.
22.
I'll do
so
it for Richard
close.
as well.
Okay, so we've all failed as far as I
Jeez.
see.
Yeah. We both
Okay.
failed by 55.
Do I have to make a sanity roll?
Yes, I would like you to do another sanity roll,
I failed by
please.
9.
Is that just
27.
27, okay. So we'll take off 2 points of sanity. So also
that's just Kirby, is it?
that's
Yeah.
just Kirby. He's He is
what
afraid
happens-
of drowning.
What
Yeah,
happens with the
Okay.
failure by 55?
So you guys all failed, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So So we'll say that due to the island's proximity, after a good deal of splashing about, you do make it to land. I guess if some of you are struggling, Richard will try and help you.
I can imagine it could be part of the tide as well.
Yeah,
like
that's it. The tide's pushing in. There is a bit of debris. It wouldn't be enough to like help you guys swim safely to land, but it might help you like not flounder as much. But yeah, you don't have a great time. You're very cold, wet, battered, and bruised by this ordeal. I won't take off any hit points, but like you're bashed around.
I'm probably struggling from also holding all my books.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I've got an enormous suitcase that I'm holding onto.
Absolutely. So you guys, you had a big struggle.
It's weighing me down a lot.
So it takes you a long time. You're very exhausted by the time you guys wash up onto the shore.
A certain item that would have been in Kirby's possession, would have been left on the boat. However, I also feel like this certain item is going to find its way back to Kirby anyway.
What I'm going to say is literally you, because you are terrified of this and you are like, you rolled so poorly, you really are like, you're starting to go under and then like you're grabbing out to try and grab something. You grab something and it is a painting that is floating in the water. And you're not really thinking about it, but maybe when you grab it, you might have a bad feeling as well.
Is this some Dorian Gray bullshit?
Not really, but
not really. Yeah, it's a painting. Cool. Yeah, so that is what helps you get to shore because, like, and you literally like you feel yourself going under, but then like you like reach out and it's like way too far up, and now you're above the surface of the water. And you use that to like guide you back. And yeah, it's the painting that you have in your possession that you left on the boat. Mm-hmm. Shouldn't be there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's fun. Yeah, so all the while, like you can see the lights. Yeah, there's little lights, but like it's not the lighthouse. Cool. Yeah, so
Kirby coughs up like a liter of water. And he's gasping and shaking, not because he nearly drowned, but also because he nearly drowned.
He has the painting in his possession now. I imagine like we get to the shore, Richard might have like helped you a little bit, I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah, he's like...
But then like it gets up, he's like, oh, are you okay? No, let me...
I guess I'm quite alright.
Try to check you over to make sure you're not like really badly hurt or anything.
I shan't be doing that again.
Just certainly not, sir. I apologise for the terrible use of the ship, the boat.
Are you alright?
I mean, I'm alive, but at this point, that's not really a shock.
Fine as can be expected.
No one's too injured or made it safe?
Darling, I don't think I can get injured anymore at this point.
I think we might be, hypothermia could be a problem. Is it a very cold night?
Yes. It's not like winter. Well, it might be winter. I don't have to look it up. It's chilly. You guys cold. Even in the ocean.
April in the UK.
April in the UK.
So
it's going into summer, but it's also the UK.
We're halfway
I don't know if you're
spring.
southern,
No,
Kirby's very cold.
I just need you two is gonna be like a long silence, and then you're just gonna go, we might need to get naked. Is that what you do to avoid hypothermia?
What?
I'm not really good about like survival stuff, but I know like hypothermia is a big issue in like wet clothes. I'm just a suggestion. I don't know. I don't really want to do that.
Usually a guy has to buy me dinner first. I mean, at least this guy's been buying me drinks all night.
I don't know what it's like where you're from, but it's this isn't cold enough for hypothermia.
Good to know. I was just worried.
I am quite accustomed to this weather. This is where I am.
Chicago is a bit quite cold.
Excellent. I'll just like take my coat off.
Are you at risk of actually getting quite cold?
I don't know. I'm just like, if we're stuck out here on some island, that could be a problem.
Look, I guess we need to listen to the actual doctor here, if need be, over you, sir. No offense.
Yeah, no, I've got a medicine of one.
I wasn't claiming it to be cold. I just said it doesn't feel cold for me.
I'm just worried for the future.
I don't think that means we should stay out in this rain.
Keep an eye on the cold. We should get into shelter. Also,
Richard just help you like ring out some of the things that we like have as well.
Also, Richard, in his amazing, competent taste, he originally had taken his jacket off to row. He did tie that onto his leg as he was swimming, so he's still got that. So yeah, he's ringing out the jacket and all the separate compartments.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, the umbrellas. That's excellent.
Yes, he hands you an umbrella. Okay.
Eugene's just gonna pause as a realization comes to them, and they're gonna be like, "Oh shoot! Oh no! Don't tell me." They're gonna hurry away from the others for a bit and then open their suitcase suspiciously and have a look at the contents.
You're right there, Eugene.
Damage.
Yeah, did you go far or did you just go away from us but still within?
I don't know, a medium distance.
Oh, so yeah, where you guys are is there's kind of a pier near you. It's not a great, it's not a lovely sandy beach, but there's sort of a pier and you can see vegetation in the distance and stuff like that. Lots of long grass and a dirt path as well. Yeah. So yeah, you're sneakily doing that.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneakily do that. Oh shoot! Oh, don't tell me. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, I guess now's as good a time as any. Professor.
Yes.
You know anything about this painting?
What is the painting, and do I know anything about it?
So, Kirby pulls up this painting. It's maybe a medium size, torso size on him, but he's a small kind of lithe dude. And the painting is this painting of this quite regal but angry looking man. And there doesn't seem to be any signage or anything. It's just this man in this painting. There's nothing really of significance. But there's just this painting, and he's I was requisitioned to find out the origins of this painting, and that's part of why I started this trip. But I think maybe it might potentially be in your area of expertise more than mine, if you catch my drift.
Possibly. What can I glean?
Okay, so I'll let you choose. You can either do a history check, an appraise check, or a Cthulhu Mythos check.
Did it actually allow us to rank up Cthulhu Mythos?
No, it was completely blank.
It's more sort of a character
Not
thing.
that it really matters, because I've got history pretty much maxed out.
Yeah, it's all good.
29. So
29.
Success by quite a bit.
Okay. You don't specifically know what this you've never seen this painting before ever, and it's very unsettling. It does have kind of because as with your studies into your particular areas of expertise, you have delved a little bit into I don't know, some more unnatural phenomena type things.
I mean, look, I've got a 75 in occult as well as history.
Yeah, that's it. So definitely there's something occult about it. You have not read anything or seen anything like this painting, but you can tell there's definitely something. There's some kind of presence there.
There's something off about it, definitely.
Yeah, anything more than that?
Potentially occult connection.
Okay.
If one were to believe in such things.
Well, you've been about as helpful as my first couple of nights here with the painting were, but I appreciate your view on it anyway.
There's some overlaps with my studies, but
you kind of feel you need more time to study.
Yeah, I need
and your resources, I guess.
Yes, there's something about it ringing a bell in the back of my mind, but without being in Oxford with access to the libraries there, I can't really say much more than that. If you were to come see me in Oxford once this ordeal is over, I might be able to dedicate some more time to it, but as it is...
I feel like I'm probably going to be getting back to Oxford before I do France, so...
My character enters. He's been, like, staring at that painting for a little bit. He goes, ugh, that painting gives me the heebie-jeebies. It's... Oh, I know this awful family, and it seems like something they'd have plastered on their wall. It's...
What kind of family?
Oh, have you heard of the Carroll family? Have I? It puts disdain in my mouth. It's terrible, but yeah, it's quite a nasty family.
You did have them mentioned to you when you've been asking about the painting, but you didn't have the. I don't know. You didn't approach
the name. What kind of family is this family?
Oh, they're not very nice people.
No, certainly
not.
Yeah,
they're terrible.
Yes.
I've spoken with Lester.
Oh, they're the head of the house.
Yes.
Are you?
Strange that you should say that this portrait reminds you of something that they. Lester's been in with some form of obscure religion of late.
Yes, it's it's definitely more with of my father's own regard. I just hear what my father has to say on them, but apparently they aren't very nice people, and they use, as you said, some sketchy religion stuff. It's not good. They take advantage of
definitely.
People. Yes. Yeah, they're not very nice people, and they're all into those EBGB sort of things. I've been in their house once, and I do not want to go back.
Is there anything that I know of of the religion, the religious organization that Lester associates himself with?
I will say, because you're not an incredibly close friend of his, and because you're more preoccupied with your own studies, he's kind of if he's been talking to you in a formal at a formal party or something, probably, I don't know, wouldn't have gone into specifics about that. Yeah. It seems all fine. It's just won't pin down a particular denomination, I suppose.
Yes, and they do tend to keep it to themselves. They don't openly speak about it too much. So yeah.
Yes.
Which is odd, considering they are often loose-lipped gossips.
Yes.
Well,
I think they're quite stupid.
You know what? That checks out.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, I think we should.
Yeah.
Hey, doctor, you all right over there?
Oh.
Eugene.
How are the contents of my suitcase? Did they survive the soaking?
I'm gonna roll for myself, I guess, and we'll see. Okay, they are unnaturally fine. It's just it's very. You're kind of a bit freaked out because they are fine. There is no it's no water has touched them.
That's very strange.
I'm excellent zipper technology right there.
Yeah.
So
I'm good.
With this weather, doesn't seem to show any signs of
in fact the storm is getting worse.
We should probably
Should we follow that path? See if that takes us.
Does the path lead to the weird lights at the lighthouse?
See if we can get into the lighthouse. Get some shelter.
So you guys are kind of near the pier. There's a narrow dirt path hemmed in by long grass. You can hear the faint churning of machinery nearby. If anyone would like to do a mechanical or electrical repair roll.
I'm not good at that.
I have a 10. Electrical repair.
I mean, is this okay if we do sort of see who's best at it to do the check?
Yeah, no, it's fine, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just a default 10.
Yeah. Well, if you want to roll electrical repair, I'll roll mechanical repair. We're both as bad as each other at it.
Yeah.
31.
3.
Okay. Excellent. You get the so you hear that faint churning sound and you know instantly, it's an electric generator. You can hear an electric generator somewhere. Yeah.
Must be a backup generator.
Well, that's good. That means warmth, surely.
There must be people around.
If it's a backup, it depends on whether it's a main generator or a backup. If it's a backup, it's probably only powering the essentials.
Okay.
Look, I'd be willing to bet that the essentials are inside, and inside's probably warmer than outside.
You're right there.
So as you guys are walking along the path, it brings you to the lighthouse cottage entrance. So there's you could as you're walking along, you see the huge shape of the lighthouse, all very dark. It's the front door, there's a little house next to it. The front door is slightly ajar and a steady glow can be seen coming from within. On either side of the door is a window. Thin curtains are drawn over both, but a warm, welcoming light shines through those on the left. So that's probably the light that you guys saw. And then the path that you're following continues around to the back of the lighthouse. Now, could one of you guys do a spot hidden roll? Or a few of you if you want to try, because you're just looking, basically.
I think law of averages have a few of us.
Yeah,
44, which is a pass.
I got the same roll I got for this last time. 62.
Oh, no.
Which is just not a pass.
Mine's 18's a pass.
Both passes.
Yeah.
Cool. I got
right.
44. And
so you're looking around, but not very well, and you're too preoccupied with your suitcase.
Yeah.
So Kirby. Oh my gosh, I just forgot your name. Sorry, Darby. Kirby and Peter. Both of you. So you see small, muddy, animal-like footprints in front of the main cottage door. But beneath these, and you guys both also notice at a glance, you can see distinct boot prints, only partially obscured by the overlaying animal track marks. Now, would either of you like to do? You could try a natural world or a science, a science roll.
Science.
And I mean,
I'm going to try for natural
you two
world.
could try
What's
if you
your natural
like.
world?
If those guys pointed out, I
Mine's
guess.
also 10.
So if you're like, what's
I
that?
can't do an occult.
Don't worry.
87.
Would it be like biology or something?
All right. Well, I'll let you do an occult roll.
Science.
If you want.
Okay.
Science.
Cool.
Okay.
There it is.
Hey,
Just
Eugene,
didn't pass.
what do you make of these tracks?
If you're allowing an occult, that's a success by 4.
Okay, and Eugene spots
failed
it.
by 4.
Oh, you failed by 4. Okay. And all right.
Kirby failed. He rolled an 87.
All right. So you guys, and I guess Parchamae's just watching.
Parchamae's wanting to go inside.
Yeah, I guess Rich is probably just a moment, so we need to ascertain it's safe in there.
Always exercise caution.
Well, there are definitely animal prints.
So
There is a
Peter,
human print here too.
Oh,
underneath
yeah,
it.
that
a
too.
boot print.
Peter,
good sign.
you conclude that the small footprints you see appear duck-like in nature.
The small prints are duck-like.
You believe you also notice there's something unusual about these footprints, as if they may be from an as yet unidentified species.
Something unnatural about the boot-like prints?
Or the animal footprints.
Okay. There's something
They're over top of the
off about these prints, though.
As you're examining them, the ocean grows rougher as the storm the sailors warned you of begins to roll through. Rain begins to patter down from the sky.
Inside!
Excellent. All right, so you guys duck inside. I will also say if these footprints aren't followed soon, they may be lost forever as the rain will make
I'm going to take out my little notebook and do a quick, sketch.
Actually, Kirby's going to do the same because he has the illustration skill.
All right.
Yeah, do I need to roll?
You can to see, I suppose, how effective they are, so you can keep note of that.
55, which is just a failure by 8.
Okay, so you doodle it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My art skill isn't great, so...
That's all right.
It's really hard. You don't get many points. So.
I'm only good at medicine. It's a tough kind of thing because you can't make really broken characters with this because it's quite limited in what.
Yeah. Doesn't look like there's anything else that I can.
That's
really
alright.
justify.
You can roll that.
92.
That's alright. Yeah, so like you're drawing it, but so you step inside, so you won't be following them. That's fine. Okay, so I'm just going to another page. Alright, so beyond the partially open front door, a hallway leads to the cottage's 4 rooms, 2 on each side of the wide passageway. And at the end of the hallway that you can see, there's like a winding staircase. Although they seem to be fitted with electric light bulbs, but you can see some like lights in like one or two of the rooms that are on, but everything else is like pretty dark.
Is there a light switch somewhere?
Kirby calls
just gonna double
out.
check.
He's like, "Hello? Is anyone there home?
Do not hear anything.
Apologies for the intrusion. It's raining cats and dogs out there."
You do find a switch and you can turn it on. There is electricity running.
Alright. So I turn it on.
Okay. Alright, so I guess like you're standing the hallway. So not currently
Any footprint?
The first thing anyone notices once you turn the light on is there's 3 coat hooks by the door. Only one of which currently has a well-worn oilskin hanging from it. There are no footprints that you notice. They were, when you spotted them outside, they were going in a different direction, but not inside for some reason. Well, I mean, like, you might see some little muddy human footprints, but yeah. 2 pair of galoshes stand in the shallow tray just beneath the coat hooks. There's a space for another pair, while a pair of indoor shoes sit beside the tray. 2 oil lanterns hang from hooks next to the oilskin. There is also an empty hook, suggesting one lamp is missing. And now the light is turned on, would any of you like to roll a spot hidden check, please?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do one as well.
Any of you can.
19.
I failed a lot.
Fail. 56.
Excellent.
67. I'm consistently rolling 60s.
I mean, it's parchment. And like Richard is like, he's preoccupied with looking after you, I guess. Okay,
I almost made a reference to another podcast there.
So Kirby, with that roll, you notice that there are 2 bullets lodged in the hallway floor. Would you like to do either a handgun skill check or or just a regular intelligence check, I guess?
Prefer an intelligence check.
Yep, you can do that.
70.
You can do that.
63, so that's
excellent. So while you're investigating this one, the other guys are probably looking around, you determine that these bullets that you noticed lodged in the floor, they were fired from someone positioned a couple of steps up the winding stairwell, up ahead, you believe. Yes, okay.
I think maybe someone was definitely someone was firing a gun inside from up those stairs there. There's a couple bullet holes here.
Can we smell like gunpowder?
You can't smell gunpowder. Although if you guys continue to look, you will see like there's a couple of down the hallway, near one of the doors. Just one moment. Just need to check. Like they have a lot of these set out. I just need to figure out. Yes. Okay. Near one of the doors, there is as you're glancing across, because the light's turned on, you guys all notice some splattered blood leading from one of the doors to the stairs. So I'd like everyone to do a sanity roll, please.
55.
Hey, it's not a 60.
37.
22.
56.
Excellent. Okay, so was that all passed? Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's all good. So you guys are kind of you react in your way, but you're not really freaked out, I suppose. Okay. Some perhaps surprisingly for some of you. And yeah, you see the splattered blood, and then you see 3 little glinting, I don't know, something shiny in that, like near that blood, discarded on the floor.
Kirby walks up and investigates one of the shiny things.
I'm going to have a look at the shiny thing.
He'll pick it up.
Alright, so they are 3 largish golden coins.
I'm going to put on a glove and then pick it up.
Kirby doesn't.
Excellent. Darby actually puts a glove on.
Eugene's gonna go and look around the blood.
Is
there a body?
Pajame actually wants to inspect the blood itself.
Yeah.
And see if it's...
Give it a taste.
No.
Like,
see this? Is it salty?
Please don't give it a taste.
No, he just wants to see if it's warm.
Yes, yeah. So, okay. So, I will say... Alright, so you guys investigating, it is like, it's relatively fresh, you can tell. I'll just give that to you guys because it's just touching it. With you two, you guys look at the coins, would you like to do an appraise roll, please?
Oh, too great.
That's alright. Or you, or you can also do,
Can't do a cult?
So, you can do an appraise roll, an occult roll, or an art and craft or natural world roll.
Definitely a cult.
The art/craft he has is 47 and he rolled a 40. So
excellent.
I think, is this a
I'd
crit?
say that's probably what...
A 1.
A 1? Oh, it's almost... Oh, wow. That's great.
I think that's a crit in this system.
Yeah, so it's a pity it's on just checking out some coins. Okay, so... Alright, so, Peter, you determine, like, there is... So, both of you notice, I guess, these coins are gold. They seem to be, like, solid gold. One side of the coin appears to depict an obelisk of some sort, while the other is covered in strange sigils and disturbing designs. So, Peter, you determine the sigils hold a deeper meaning unknown to you at this point, but they're similar to those used by remote, like, tribes, and you have, like, noticed that they kind of, you haven't connected them to humans, but you have found mythology, like, around the South Seas, that they seem similar to those kinds of sigils.
Any, like, syntactical or etymological link to English at all? Or even French?
No. They don't seem connected to either.
Interesting.
Yeah, Kirby, you notice, looking at that there seems to be an underlying aquatic theme in the coin's designs. Yeah. So yes.
So it seems this blood is quite fresh.
It looks like it.
Perhaps we should be a little more quiet. I think,
that would be
lest
wise,
we
sir.
Get harmed ourselves. And now this is something that we talked about earlier.
Yes.
If Pajame says to Richard, "Fetch me my rifle,"
Yes. Like,
does he then acquire a rifle?
like
also,
I will say that yes.
Probably waterlogged rifle.
I would say that Richard's like, it is a little bit waterlogged, so we will have to dry it out. But he has his head slung like behind his back.
I just want to make sure it's still here.
Yes,
and that we can get it working as soon as possible.
Yes, I will try and find a fire.
Wipe a finger on the blood and sniff it.
Okay.
Like a gloved finger.
Yes. I'll just
Does it smell different to regular blood? Like just
It's such a weird question.
I'm assuming just like the
You've sniffed a lot of blood in your life.
typical like iron coppery
I'd
smell.
say it's the typical blood smell.
No.
Like I know enough to like I don't know medicine, but I know enough, especially from like mythology. Like there would be descriptors of like of
Actually, I should probably roll
mythological battles of like the blood, like you could smell the blood in the air, like rich iron deposits. La da 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 da.
Yeah.
So I'd have an idea of what blood should smell like.
Yeah.
Does it look like there's enough blood that someone would have died or been badly injured?
Yeah.
Can I see how much?
you can do a first aid or a medicine roll. You do like they're just a couple, like it's splatters.
Yeah.
Coming out from a different room, so there may be more in there.
I remove and repocket the glove.
Excellent.
I got an 8. That's a big pass.
Yes. So. Oh, okay. Actually, I have to retcon something because I just read ahead and I didn't have it in the blood splatter note. So Peter, it does not smell entirely human. Doesn't smell typically rusty. Okay.
Not so silly now.
No. So yeah, I just read ahead and they didn't actually have it back there. So if you're running this game, make sure that you make a lot of notes because that's one that went past me. So Eugene, you with that level of success, I suppose. That it looks very recent, the blood, which you guys figured already. There's something that suggests there's not quite right about it. It doesn't look quite human from what you've seen.
I think this might be an animal or something.
This doesn't seem... It's definitely not human.
No, it's not.
Do you think
possibly
maybe...
I wouldn't have yet taken off the glove if I'd noticed, considering we've got a medical professional here. I'd go like, here, smell this.
Smell my finger.
Why?
Because it's the blood.
Alright, sure. That's not exactly a good reason, sir.
It smells off to what blood should smell like.
I mean...
You smell blood off?
Right.
No, but
That's
I've read
definitely
enough. I've read enough legend.
No. I
Y'all
have experience
occult
with
medicinal
blood,
types
and
are
that
real
does not
unusual.
smell like human blood.
Now I deglove.
Oh my gosh.
Good thinking, pajama, and I get out a handgun and I take it to the fire to unclog it. Unwaterlog it. Pajame, sorry.
That's alright, we all make mistakes.
No one happens to have a spare weapon of some sort.
I've just got the one, I'm afraid.
I'm a doctor of art history.
Do I have any,
I don't exactly go traveling with weapons
or something?
No, nor do I. I
could.
mostly shoot for sport.
You're the equivalent of
I'm concerned that the doctor has a
That is a concern. That is a concern, but considering our current issues, I was going to push past that.
Well, I'm glad it's a concern for someone else.
I'm American. I just need a protection.
I did assume, of course, he is American, but that might be...
I mean, I'm American. I'm from the South, for Pete's sake. I don't have a gun.
There's like small knives, like switchblades and such,
etc.
definitely. So maybe like a surgical or scalpel.
Yeah, I guess if someone wants... I do have a scalpel if anyone knows how to... I'm not really
You're a D4 from
proficient in like knife combat, but if anyone is...
We'll check it if it's just required.
I mean, give it to the professor. I'm sure he'll be fine with having a weapon.
I should be fine without. If we find anything, I'm an okay shot.
I will say Richard's probably trying to like clean out.
And he can be doing that for as long
that's
as
what he's doing. He's trying to sort
it doesn't seem too much of a concern at the moment.
No, the fact that it's animal blood is a bit more. That's a bit more comforting. Although it's very weird that it's indoors. But
could one of you do like a listen or a spot hidden?
I have good listen. Who else has good listen?
Well,
while you're having this conversation,
that's a 48 spot.
I'll attempt to listen. Not good at it.
Mine's a 20 listen.
Okay, they're both successful.
Yeah.
Yep.
I by 51.
Oh wow.
Did not succeed. Never mind. I thought I did.
Oh, pajamas.
That's appropriate.
Getting all the things that don't matter right now.
Okay, so while you guys are having that conversation, and you were doing spot hidden or listen? Which one?
Spot hidden,
listen, spot hidden,
and listens.
Okay, so
I mean, it would have been a success either
Kirby,
way.
while you're talking, slash mildly argue with Peter, you do notice.
By the way, he pocketed one of the coins.
Yeah, I'm pocketing the coin that I was.
You do that,
observing.
unless the others object.
I mean, there were 3, so who got the second coin?
Yeah. Just still lying there.
Yeah. All right, Parchment takes one.
He's taking it from like not a coin standpoint, more a cult.
So everyone but Eugene has a coin.
Yeah. I don't know.
They were so make a little note of that.
I don't really want to
yeah, so while you're having a conversation, you're in a hallway. I guess you don't. There isn't the light on in the room where the blood splatters have come from, but you see a window, it's just a little bit of illumination from out there, and you see some eyes looking in. But then they as soon as you look, they move away. They don't look human.
So what do I?
But that's what you see, Kirby.
Yeah.
Peter, you you hear little footsteps, but dimly, they're coming from outside.
By little.
Eugene, you hear them directly from just outside, back down the hallway out the door kind of thing.
Does it seem human?
No.
I think they're
an animal or something.
There's an animal out.
Quiet.
I think maybe I saw eyes outside that window. And they weren't human.
I heard something right outside.
We maybe go upstairs and barricade or something. Or I don't know.
Could be a little bit more safe.
With the blood. So upstairs, find Richard gun.
Oh yes, sir.
How did you pocket a coin without going into the room with the blood?
Oh,
it was splattered outside the
hallway,
blood coming from that room.
We didn't go into the room with the blood.
Yeah, so there's that room as you're going along the
I smelt it.
Yes. Well, if you did go into that room, you would have seen the dim it looks like it's a kitchen in there.
Okay.
I could have got a knife.
Oh yeah.
I'm grabbing a knife while I'm in there.
Okay, so when you
Considering we had that weapons conversation.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're
and I'll grab a knife for Kirby as well.
So I would
that everyone's armed with something.
Parchment is I wouldn't mind one. I'm quite unprepared for a battle.
Oh my god! So you guys are oh no, but there's hang on, I gotta raid the kitchen.
So what I do is I've got the proper cooking knives for Kirby and myself.
I have a bread knife.
No, I'm not quite that. I'm not
steak
quite
knife.
that.
That's probably what you would take if you were looking for yourself.
Not quite steak knife, but dinner knife.
Yeah.
I don't trust you with anything sharper.
That's fair.
You changed your name to Pajama for crying out loud.
Oh my god.
And I know what the name you claim was more ridiculous was.
Even I forget. Either I put that in the notes and I forgot about it, or
you did put it in the notes.
I did.
I forgot.
Does it start with E?
No.
Oh, okay. It's not the one I thought I put in.
It starts with T. Hence my hesitant.
I'm gonna have to.
It's alright.
For the notes.
I kind of figure because you're an upper class tweet, some of the stuff would have made the paper, even if it was just an amusement.
Parchment has absolutely forgotten about it.
It definitely would be a story. Rich guy changes his name to Pajama.
Oh, right.
Precisely.
That's why I changed it, right. So anyways, back to almost dying.
Yeah. So, so the kitchen, the light's not on in the kitchen, but you can see, enough from the hallway that you decide to turn the light on for. There's, in the kitchen, just quickly as I'm describing, there's dirty plates, a sauce pot in the sink, a table with 3 chairs and 3 doors, one leading outside, one to the hallway, and one to another room that I nearly read out. There's a wood-fired stove in the far corner. It's off, but you can kind of feel a little bit of warmth still, so it might have gone out recently. And one of the chairs that were in the table is broken on the floor, and there's a small pool of the pool of blood that you might have inspected earlier on the floor beside it.
Is it fresher here?
Yeah. Well, that's the same kind, but the splatter is a lot less to work with than a big pool of blood. Yeah. You guys have kind of already figured this out. Yeah, so in one of the kitchen drawers there is, I'm afraid, only one sharp kitchen knife.
I'm taking that one.
That's fine.
So that's a 1d3 damage.
You want my
may
You
have.
take... No, it's fine.
Plus
I'm a
any
lover,
damage
not a
bonus
fighter,
or
darling.
subtraction you may have.
Understand.
So if you got like a little damage bonus, I think. Yeah, down in
So
in the
1d
combat column, it'll be like 1d3 plus
Damage
or minus
bonus,
whatever.
none.
Yeah, okay, so 1d3. Cool. Yes. Okay. So,
I'm 98% sure that Kirby has the lowest damage bonus modifier.
Is yours negative?
-2.
Oh, negative
baby.
yeah.
Get that low.
I've had
Yeah,
crits
see,
of
mine's
negative
just
1.
Mine's just none.
It's
Small.
small. Yeah, mine's none. Not
Yeah.
at all strong.
Yeah, it doesn't
At all.
help.
His strength is, I'm pretty sure, minimum.
Yeah.
Mine is 40.
His is 20.
We're
just a bunch
Okay,
of nerds.
so yeah, you go stuck into the kitchen, you get your knife. So the kitchen, yeah, it has like, there's a door that goes outside. Again, like one of you might look towards there, you might see like, you might hear little footsteps out there, but then they go away as soon as like you look in that direction.
Okay, well, I'm going to make it Pajame hears that and
Yes.
he goes for that sore spot.
Is there
The source
any...
part, yes, you grab it.
Yeah,
but like
is there
you
any
don't hear any
other,
more noise.
Like
yeah.
potentially,
You are
like,
holding it.
potential improvised weapons.
I mean, like
Kirby picks up a chair leg from the broken
yeah,
chair.
you can
He's
have that,
only
yeah.
going to throw it, so even if it
I bel-
improvised weapons isn't a thing, he's only going to throw it.
I would also say, like, I think that, like, ironically, just like a kitchen knife, it would probably be a 1d3 plus or minus
How
whatever.
do you do a D3?
Yeah, I don't.
D6
yeah.
and halve it rounding up.
Yeah,
so 1,
yeah.
2 is 1, 3, 4 is
Yeah,
2,
that's
5,
it.
6 is 3.
Can I
Yeah.
roll a science check to see if I know what kind of dangerous animals are in this area?
Yeah, I mean, it's an island. Yeah, you can.
Like what it could be. That's a 19, so that just that passes.
I mean, it's an island, so you're not too sure. Like, I mean, sometimes there be some aggressive seals, I guess, or something, or like a really mean seagull. You're not too sure.
See if there's any, like, weird stories or legends or occurrences
You can try
associated with
to.
this island and this lighthouse in particular.
You can try to.
I just remember that the footprints looked like duck footprints.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah,
It's just duck. It's the
Yes.
goose.
Yeah,
From the Goose game.
Yeah. You solved my puzzle.
that's a success by a little bit.
Yep.
It's a 49 against 75.
Okay. So yeah, you haven't heard anything about this lighthouse specifically.
Can I roll a credit rating for anything useful?
I mean, if you want to impress people. What is your credit rating? Literally, credit ratings are like trying to impress people by how wealthy you are. So, like, you could do
As
that.
you could probably guess, it's quite high.
If you came across some people, which I don't know if you will at this stage.
I would say something, but I don't know if I used the shot in the opening sequence.
Oh,
Yeah,
flinging about.
it's very funny. I hope you enjoy it if it was used.
We'll make
Please.
a gif
Yeah.
out of it.
We'll
And
do
we'll post
do
it to the
some sort of
socials.
like short promotional.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Do it for
It'll
our
be
Patreon
cool.
launch.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll be like a picture for one of the tiers or a GIF. Alright. So yeah, that's the kitchen. So yeah, there's a door going outside. There's a door going back into the hallway. And there's a door going into another room that there's a bit of there's a light in actually. Okay. Yep.
Okay. Shall we go into the room with the light
I
in?
prefer to go into the rooms with light again.
Yeah.
Okay, we go into that
That's
room.
very fair. Okay, hang on. Just gonna flip back here. That's
Unless
fun.
there's something creepy holding the light, in which case I would prefer to
Yeah.
avoid that.
Cthulhu is just standing there with a nightlight.
No.
Okay, so you still don't see anyone. So this study contains 3 armchairs located in roughly the center of the room. In addition to the doorway, I guess, that you've come in through, there's like a doorway, probably in roughly, you imagine it probably will go into the hallway again. In terms of furniture, besides the armchairs, there's a table to the left of the hall door and a roll-top writing desk on the outer wall close to the kitchen door. Both have their own wooden chair next to them. The one by the writing desk currently lies on the floor. Would anyone like to do an intelligence or just a regular old intelligence roll?
I don't know.
Let me know if it's successful.
No.
No.
Yeah, right. I'm looking at the wrong spot. Aha! Success.
Are you fucking kidding?
Yes. No, I'm not kidding.
Did you
my
just
God.
roll? What is your intelligence?
60.
Okay,
60.
this is funny.
Okay,
This
not
is really
as bad
funny.
as I was expecting.
Because this is a check for a really basic thing.
Yeah, but also this is perfect because he's quite educated,
Yes.
just not specifically in anything. He's just
Okay,
educated.
so
And it's in my career.
so I'm just picturing you guys are literally like contemplating this, and then
We're going for like we've probably thought of the answer, but just dismissed it as like that's too simple.
okay, so you guys are trying to like ponder what's happened, and Pajame realizes that the chair is probably on the floor because its occupant stood up in a hurry, knocking the chair over in the process.
Nice. I'm like, how did that chair get on the floor?
I mean, like, there's no blood or anything.
Yeah,
My God,
it doesn't look like the body died here or anything.
Excuse me, the sir would like to speak.
Excuse me, I think I know this, and this is quite
Kajime?
impressive. It's all up in here.
got it.
I believe the person in this chair stood up very quickly, and the chair fell down.
Oh, of course.
Hajime, that just seems ridiculous.
No,
And
it's so simple that it has to be the answer, you know? It's just one of those cases.
Occam's razor.
He put his arm out to Richard to like hand him like a piece of string or something.
He does.
Okay, he's like, as you can see here by the trajectory, you can see if they stood up at about this velocity, you see the chair would fly back about this
Darling,
amount.
you really don't need to prove it to us.
How did he know to pass him a
very
piece
good,
of string?
sir.
No, I like
He's very
the,
well trained.
I'm gonna
Sir has a lot of cryptic gestures.
I'm gonna search the writing desk.
Okay, cool. Well, Pajame is very proud about this. Okay.
Yes, I've provided some assistance to this team. I think I've made my fair share.
Kirby will search like the other side of the writing desk, like say if it's got like drawers on one side, drawers on the other side.
Cool.
just
That's
to
awesome. All right,
help
so
with time.
I will go to Peter first. So the roll-top writing desk on the other side of the room is closed but unlocked. So I'm assuming you open it.
Yeah.
Opening it reveals a half-empty, still warm mug of coffee and lots of stationery. So yeah, coffee. Lots of stationery, envelopes, stamps, paper, bottles of ink, and pens. A mess of invoices for coin appraisals from a variety of antique stores litter the rest of the desktop, some from even overseas. The quotes range from $2 to $5 and are all dated late February 1926. If the coins have been found, they have been found in the hallway. Would you like to do a quick appraise roll, Peter?
What's your price?
Just give it a go. It's not really like it's
You
not
know
a
I'm
big.
an antiquarian, right?
Yeah, if I know what I would be looking.
Okay, basically what you're doing is you're just looking at the prices. So you're just like, I wonder if that was a fair price, is what you're thinking.
Okay.
So it's not going to kill you if you get it wrong.
You might know a bit about this. Comparing these
I
coins
mean, like, look, I can
to the
try.
notes here, does this price seem fair for what these are?
I got no clue, I'll be honest with you.
I'm going to give it a shot just in case. Like, I could always just roll.
Yeah, sure.
He
There's
failed that
always-
roll by like 57.
Oh,
No, 92.
that's all right. You don't know. It might have been a fair price. You're not sure.
I fail by 87.
Yeah. Under a large coin catalogue are several letters from further afield antique stores. Yeah, like overseas, librarians, universities. Each letter begins with "Dear Mr. Cassidy," followed by an apology explaining that the sender is unable to determine the origin of the coins described in the received correspondence. However, all of the letters state that they are keen to see an actual sample so they can carry out a paper through and a proper thorough analysis.
Story of my life.
Okay, and I will actually have a handout.
Nice.
Here we go.
First handout.
Oh no, it's already
Very
10:30.
important.
Alright, so could you pass that to Darby, please? And he can
I
a
have a
little read it.
feeling this one shot's gonna last the two shots.
Oh, it's okay. Like I can hurry it.
Yeah.
It's very open with how you
Like
run it.
this is one of those systems where where a one shot starts off slow and then things go downhill really fast.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned
that. Like once things start.
Gonna die really fast.
And
thank you for your letter.
Yeah, so like
yes,
you don't
go on with things while I read this.
Okay, so he's reading. So Kirby, you are looking at the table. Okay, so it has several books of maritime tales, a bird book, a repair manual for the lighthouse, a pipe and a pouch of tobacco, a pair of binoculars, a sketchbook, pencils, watercolor paints, paintbrushes, and paper. What appears to be a recently finished watercolor also sits on the table beside a neat stack of other paintings. And I'm going to show it to you. Here we go.
Do I know anything about Innsmouth? Or Innsmouth? Do I know anything about Innsmouth?
You have definitely heard of Innsmouth.
Do I need to
It's been in your mythology things. I will cover that soon. Okay.
Does this look familiar to Kirby, who saw the eyes in the window?
Yeah.
It look
okay. So
almost identical.
I'm gonna describe this painting. If you're on the video, Darby's gonna put this up here. Otherwise, I'll post it after we've posted the podcast version.
You can't see that.
So this art is actually this art is actually done by my friend Quintley.
We love Quintley.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Fan artist
I love her.
for the main show.
In a horrible way. She actually did this, and she did another one which we'll be covering in a moment, especially for this game, which is really cool. She's also Scotland Yard _UK on Twitter, so please go follow her. Also, like, if you're wanting to commission her, she does commissions as well. So please contact her. I'll post her links and stuff in there with the pictures. So the picture that Kirby is looking at right now, that I'll describe for the audio listeners, it appears to be a recently finished watercolor. Also, the piece appears to show a window, a dark shadow with wide eyes which leer through the glass pane. The window can easily be identified as the same one next to the artist's desk. And I would like you to do another sanity roll, please, Kirby. This also definitely looks like the eyes that you saw out the window before.
That's failure.
Oh, no. So you
wait, no, hold on. I was reading it backwards. It's a 58, so it's just a success.
Oh, jeez.
I read it as an 85.
That's good.
Panicked.
So you don't lose any sanity for viewing this. Cool. And you kind of like, well, I've already seen this
So
thing.
your sanity's 59 at the moment, isn't it?
Oh, no, 62. But it's,
62.
Close enough.
So would you like to do like a natural world or science roll? And then I'll get you to do an art and craft, like painting or sketching roll.
He will do natural world first and then illustration.
I'm keen to find out what I know about Innsmouth.
Excellent. We'll go to that in a moment.
Oh, he failed the natural roll. He got a 26.
That's all good. It just looks weird.
What was that before? I'm going to re-roll that because I don't know.
That's all right.
18 for the illustration, which is a pass because his illustration is 47.
So, that's kind of your thing as well.
Yeah.
So like studying it, it also suggests that this piece was like painted in a hurry. It lacks the care and finesse of the other paintings on the table. When flipping through the many neatly stacked watercolor paintings, one more image grabs your attention. Okay, so again, this is drawn by Quintley, Scotland Yard _UK on Twitter. Thank you very much again for doing this. They're fantastic.
Which way does it go? This way. There we go.
There's a little February down the bottom. Yes. So this features a nearby thicket that you saw past the lighthouse. And you can tell that because you can see the lighthouse and one or two other small buildings in the painting.
Oh, there's a figure there.
In the darkness of the path leading into the thicket is the silhouette of a man. Unlike the first painting, this one is dated February 14th, 1926.
Valentine's Day.
Some eldritch boyfriends here. How great! There's a corresponding rough sketch with the previous day's date in the sketchbook. There is no matching sketch for the first painting the quicker painting that you saw. So Peter, you
Yes,
having
Innsmouth.
doing a bit of research into Innsmouth. It's in America.
All right.
So the folklore and stuff you've been researching on that place has been a bit sketchy. The people there are very private and closed off. But a lot of their like folklore that you've managed to hear of, really, it's usually just focused around the sea. And it's kind of like, it's very like a lot of their dealings is very occult in nature.
Right. We may be dealing with something potentially occult here.
I'll say, have a look at this. Kirby shows the first painting that he saw, the quicker one.
That's give Darby
exactly what I saw out that window.
I'll give Herbie a look at the letter. Have you ever heard of a place called Innsmouth?
Have I?
Do a history roll. Or an
I know the States are a large place, but...
No idea, darling. Not a clue.
And whilst they're sharing their findings,
yes.
Hajime will share his finding with you that this chair was in fact, like you can see now, he's like tied strings to
I am very impressed.
There is literally nothing else in this room, I'm assuming, to be able to spend time doing. So.
Yeah, I actually want to talk to Hajime.
Oh my god.
Eugene seems very anxious around Hajime especially. And Eugene's just going to quickly be like, are you here on business? Is this what you are traveling?
No, I'm here for a holiday.
I forgot your voice, it's so good.
I really just wanted to spend some time in France.
Oh, that's understandable. I was on business. I'm actually kind of associated with a business that you're kind of associated with.
Ooh, I mean,
your
business.
Father, yeah, if it doesn't go well, things are gonna be really bad for me.
What business do you have in France?
It's kind of, importing.
What are you importing?
Yeah, I'm not near you.
I have good listen though.
I'm like, no.
Should I roll
Roll listen if you want to be nosy.
But you also hear Hajime say, what he's importing is not important to you.
No, I failed.
So you're too busy probably talking over our findings anyway.
We're discussing Innsmouth.
And there's this painting on February 14th. I'm not really sure.
I'm impressed with the speeds they can clearly get with airmail these days.
And I don't get there in
from the
time.
States.
Would your connections be able to protect me?
Well, it depends. What... Is there anything in it for me?
24 days.
I guess.
No, 10
I
days.
could give you the stuff.
That's awful.
You could make some money off it.
Most of that
Well, see, I do have
newfangled
some
airmail.
Yes, you could say, proving my
Fancy
name
stuff
in
there.
the family. So, if I could...
I've heard a few alarming rumors, so...
Is it in... And do you have the suitcase on you?
I do, yes.
Do you mind if I have a look?
Sure.
Hajime rubs his hands together delightedly.
I'm very
That's what
careful
that
to
sound
make
was, if
sure
that was
no
picked
one
up on
else
the
is
mic.
looking. And I open up my suitcase. Jesus. It's containing many bottles of a white substance.
Considering what Eddie has called his dice.
So,
Not that white substance.
what kind of... Is it a liquid? Is it a powder? Is it a solid? Is it a gas? I need to know now.
I believe it's a powder.
Are you a cocaine smuggler?
Just to quickly elaborate on Darby's comment there, one of the dice sets I'm using for Kirby, I've affectionately nicknamed the piss and blood in cum dice because that's what they look like.
No.
Great.
Oh, God.
I will post a picture of like the sets I'm using for Kirby when this airs.
Oh, this is delicious.
But I won't comment on what they're called.
So many assumptions have been made that make it worse.
It's white powder.
Find out which one is called the piss and blood and cum dice.
Anyway, sorry, it's getting late.
Yes. It's time for this to go downhill and for us all to die.
Let's just say we talk a bit and Pajime says, yes, absolutely. If that can fetch us a high price, then yes. we can do some form of protection.
Oh,
absolutely. I mean, I would prefer it if I could make this sail on time, but if things don't happen since we're currently stranded in an island, I could really do with some protection.
Cool.
Just in case they have a misunderstanding.
We'll brush past that to speak as long, because that conversation was going to go for a while.
Yeah, like you guys can talk.
Talks.
Yeah, it's okay. Like you guys can upheave it out. Like I'm still like the timing's going okay.
No, I'm good. I'm satisfied with that.
I'm sure you guys probably don't want the others to be hearing that anyway.
Oh no, they will.
Is Parchment capable of being quiet? Is the question.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Fun. That was a fun little... So you guys are having very fun conversations, some sneaky conversations, some more just generally poring over weird paper letters and paintings. Yeah, so... Hang on. I'm like jumping back and forth there. Alright. So yes. So yeah, you don't find anything else in the study. As I said, like there's the doorway that leads back into the kitchen and another one that leads back on into the hallway, I guess. What do you guys want to do?
Look, I reckon the safest bet is going to be to try and go upstairs where we're not near whatever's outside.
let's go back through the kitchen and towards the stairs in the main entry room.
As we go through the kitchen, though, Parchment will inspect the door for any locks that can be applied tenfold.
Yeah, excellent. Like onto the door.
Kitchen. I believe there was a door in the kitchen going outside.
Yes, yeah. There is. Does Parchment lock the door, or does he instruct Richard to do that?
He does not even. No, he's straight to the door and does it.
Excellent. Fantastic.
Richard should be preoccupied preparing something.
Yeah. He's still trying to clean out that the rifle. Excellent. Okay. So you go through the kitchen and back into the hallway, and you see a winding stair, which you will assume will probably go up to the lighthouse.
Yes.
So if you guys climb the stairs, it eventually reaches the lighthouse's service room, located immediately below what you would presume is the lantern room. The mechanism used to turn the lamp can be seen mounted in the ceiling, and from the noise, it appears to still be working. A separate set of steps leads up through a trapdoor into the lantern room above. There are several boxes stored here, each contains a replacement bulb for the lighthouse's beacon. There is also a small workbench and a tool bag. On the workbench is a log of the various service checks performed on the lighthouse. So if either of you would like to do a mechanical or electrical repair roll, you can check the you can have a look at the.
None of us really had that, did we?
No, we don't.
I can attempt.
If you're
give it a shot.
You can give it a try. You all look at this little.
I did not get that.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, excellent.
Nice.
I was almost
great.
tempted to
Good
use
job.
some luck, to spend some luck on that, but if someone's got it...
I forgot about luck.
Yeah, that's okay.
So close. If I had spent the luck, I would have gotten that. That's 13.
Oh, 13.
So fail by 3.
That's all right. So Kirby, you noticed that the majority of the checks on the lighthouse, like service checks on the lighthouse, are purely routine. However, one entry stands out. On February the 12th, 1926, wiring problems caused the lighthouse's lamp bulb to prematurely burn out. The log records how the electrical shock caused by the bulb's failure, coupled with severe storm, hampered the repairs, meaning that the lighthouse was in darkness for several hours. And that was on, February the 12th. So, yeah. Opposite the workbench is a table with the radio set in a semi-state of disrepair. You can try to fix the radio, maybe call for assistance if you want to do an electrical repair roll. That's an option if you guys want to. And, yeah.
Look, Kirby will try.
Yep, you can try.
Kirby will fail.
Okay.
I'll give it
it's
an attempt as well.
Okay, you're going to give it an attempt?
Probably not going to be great.
I will also say if it fails again... it may break the radio. You can try to push the roll if you fail it as well.
So what does pushing do?
So pushing is basically, it's only skill checks, and it's basically like, for example, say if like you're running from like, I don't know, a horde of like zombies or whatever, and you do a luck roll and I don't think actually you can push luck rolls, but like you like jump into a train.
And sanity rolls you can't push.
Oh, yeah, like so you have to justify why you're pushing it, and it just lets you roll it again. But if you don't, then something bad happens, basically. But yeah, you can try to repair it if you like.
I'm gonna spend. I've got it.
You can spend luck afterwards.
Yep.
Oh, you can spend luck afterwards?
Isn't that?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Okay. 39. I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna try basically. So we'll say this is like a room. There'd be spare wires, I'm assuming. So I'm gonna say. You said a failure would break.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, okay, I've broken the wires, and I'm gonna look for some more wires try to fix it.
Okay, you can roll again.
Order to push.
But yeah, if you.
That's 16. So I'm gonna spend 7 luck points to make that a success.
All right, so I'll let that happen. So you repair the radio.
That's very good.
I've got the luck to burn. Yeah. I rolled that maximum luck roll, so.
So what you can do if you like is you can use the radio to call for help to the local Coast Guard. Or otherwise you can just listen to some fun music. It's up to you.
Alright. So I'm gonna
try and call in.
Call Coast Guard.
Alright, so I won't make you roll for that, but you do, after a little bit of like fiddling, you manage, like with the radio, you manage to contact them. They're like, hello, anyone there?
This is Professor Peter Eldon. I'm here with
Coast Guard.
Few others. No, we have shipwrecked on this island. Something went wrong with the lighthouse. We ended up the vessel we were on ended up crashing, and we ended up washing ashore. So there are at least 5 of us on the island that from this crash. There may be others, but we were separated from them in the storm.
Excellent. So Beacon Island, is it?
Yes, Beacon Island.
All right. Well, we've had a couple of we've been notified before. We'll be trying to make our way out there soon. So hang tight.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Any time estimate?
Well, we're trying to mount a bit of a rescue effort at the moment. It shouldn't take more than an hour or so.
All right.
Thank you. Tell them I'm here, and say that if they do hurry, there may be a big bonus for them.
Really? Who's saying that?
And then I say, Benjamin Hartley. Can I please roll a credit rating?
Yes, you can roll a credit rating.
I push.
Yes. So, like,
how do you push?
How do you push? You like elaborate?
Yeah. I say like my full name slowly enunciated. I make it very clear that I am the father. I am the father of Don.
The father of Don Hartley.
I'm the son of Don Hartley. Blah blah blah. You know, I make it. I pretty much share half my life story.
Yes. Okay.
Alrighty.
Oh my god.
I can't believe I failed that. Okay, that's much better, yes.
Nice.
I'm well within it. But
what is your credit rating score?
70, but I failed that. I got an 86.
Not actually as high as I was expecting.
Okay, so...
Mine's 60.
Oh, Don Hartley's on the air, right?
Yes.
Oh, yes, so I've heard a lot of your very talented sisters and your... But yes, excellent.
Yes, but me as well, yes.
Oh, yes, well, pajama, was it?
I want to speak to your supervisor.
Oh, well,
never
mind him. We don't have time for this.
Never mind him.
Don't worry, we'll try and come be over there quite soon. Oh, yes, Don Hartley, so, yes, okay.
And don't forget quite a bonus if you come quickly.
Bonus, yes! He, pages out.
Oh, I got my credit rating.
Very well done.
I'm so happy.
Very well done.
I look forward to your arrival.
Oh, thank goodness.
Alrighty.
All right.
When the conversation is finished, Kirby flicks the radio over to like a smooth, jazzy sort of
Excellent.
channel.
Fantastic.
I'm going to have to
Alrighty.
make smooth jazz.
Yes, do it.
Yeah.
In
Okay.
days.
Sorry, Darby.
All right. So there is, a little ladder that leads up into the Lighthouse Beacon. If any of you would like to go off and have a look.
Kirby does. Kirby goes first.
Yeah, I'm
Do
going
you
to
think
go.
we should try to light the beacon to make it easier?
Maybe.
I don't really know. Or should we like?
Is this an
Well,
electrical beacon?
I don't know how it works.
An
Okay. Well,
oil beacon?
you'll find out in a moment. So
that
you
sounds
guys.
somewhat
I feel
ominous.
this is a bad idea.
I feel like the best way to figure out what's wrong with the beacon is to go have a look. So that's what I'm
Yeah,
gonna
let's
do.
investigate what happened.
So you guys go up to the lantern room, and you're greeted by a wet, bloody scene. 2 panes of glass in the. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. We'll just make you do a sanity roll right now, I guess.
Everyone.
Everyone or just
I'm not up there yet.
Yeah, the 3 of us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. True. Everyone that's up there.
I passed by a lot. I got 8.
So
I passed by 13. I got 57.
Okay. Good.
No
Good.
problem.
I passed by a fair bit. I got 39.
Okay.
I'm dancing to jazz.
So,
Are you and Richard slow dancing to jazz?
No,
only
Richard is
because-
slowly drawing the gun.
yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so the 3 of you take 1 sanity point. You lose 1 sanity point. How many sanity points have you lost, Kirby?
Me?
Yeah.
I haven't actually been marking them,
this will
but
be your
I know
That's okay.
what I
I
was
think.
on.
I think it's 4.
So yeah, I believe it is
Only
4.
Okay. Interesting.
My sanity is 69.
Yeah, it's 4.
Hey. Okay. So,
I
what
reference the podcast.
So what you guys see is 2 panes of glass in the lantern room's windows have been broken somehow. The shattered remains crunch underfoot. The rain blows in through the gaps, making the metal decking slippery underfoot. Adding to the slipperiness is blood from the corpses of 2 men, along with that from 2 bizarre fish creatures, which lie inside the room's narrow confines. One of the dead fish things, and I will
do
describe...
I recognize the fish creatures as anything from like the mythologies? Or
You don't
folklore that
specifically. It kind of matches a little bit with what you read about Innsmouth, but you don't know enough.
Okay.
So I'll say like the little weird fish things. What do they look like? The head and body of them it's similar to those of an anglerfish. It has elongated spiny fins, muscular arms, and its hands possess 3 sharp claws. In addition, it has large, muscular frog-like legs, clawed, webbed feet like those of a duck, and a long, thick, thinned tail. So one of these little weird creatures is latched onto one of the men's necks by its teeth, even in death. And yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are dealing with Couture.
Oh, well. I will also say, Peter, you recognise that the body with the thing latched onto it is that of one of your former colleagues, George Cassidy.
Oh, well, that's a bust. That would be that would be the coins downstairs.
What's going on?
Bugger.
What are those things?
You knew this guy, I'm assuming?
Yes, George, an associate of mine. He sent me a letter asking about some coins. I thought they might connect my study.
You mean like these coins?
I suspect
He pulls
so.
the coin out of his pocket.
I suspect so. Apparently, yes, when we were studying, after we were studying, he got involved in a bit of underground trade. Yes, it's somewhat concerning.
Well,
but,
I'd say he's dead.
Yes.
Can I... Did I hear that? It's like I say he's
Oh,
dead.
how loud the music plays that you're dancing to?
I can't imagine Kirby would have flicked it
you
onto
can roll listen.
blast.
Hartley, get your ass up here.
Hang on. Oh yeah, no, I definitely did not hear the dead thing.
He's not listening to you.
I'm gonna
Blasting
yell.
some music.
That's very close to a crit.
Can
Crit
I do
fail.
a persuade or something?
No,
get
I'm gonna say no. You can't because he can't hear you. He's having too much
Can I
fun.
duck my head?
Richard hear us?
Richard. Oh, I mean, it depends on how loud he's decided to make it.
I haven't touched the radio since.
Hartley!
Yeah.
Okay, I will hear that.
I'm not sure. I'll find out
Okay, if you
later.
want to call him up here, yes, you can do that.
Oh, is everything all right up there?
No.
Is the lighthouse on?
Hey, maybe we shouldn't be calling him up here to the dead bodies.
The what?
But we should be sticking together if there is something concerning going on.
We could have gone down to him.
Is everything all right up there?
Yeah, should we come up there?
I mean, like, there's 2 dead bodies. Well,
There's
4
some-
dead bodies.
There's some things.
What did you do? I thought you were fixing a beacon.
I got on a boat. I was like, I'll go to France. I'll figure out what the fuck's up with this goddamn painting. Which I'm still lugging around with me, by the way.
Yeah, that
And I'm like, oh, yeah, France will be good for me. There'll be plenty of pretty boys in France. And what do? I nearly drown. I get stuck on an island. And now there's fish people. So, yeah, maybe I did something wrong in my goddamn life. Passionate. Would you like to get your ass up here and investigate the bodies with us?
That's why I'm bringing him up. Because we're still investigating.
Yeah, so
Do you wish to do this, sir? You don't have to
doesn't
bend
sound
to
like
their
a-
will if you wish to.
I don't know. They sound quite grumpy.
I'm gonna.
I know I sound aggressive, but that was a genuine question. I won't force you up here if you don't want to see these mangled bodies.
To be honest, I prefer to. I don't know. I'm American. I prefer to stay in a group.
What is that voice? That's nice.
Very good, sir. Very good, sir. Shall we proceed?
Did I sound like him? I think I did.
You
Yes.
did. It was a very good impression. Very respectful.
I'm gonna go through George's pockets.
Yep, sure. So
I'll go through the pockets of the other dead human.
yeah. Well, so yeah.
Is he dead? Oh no.
I'll say, let me finish. I'll say that, okay, with Cassidy, I won't make you roll for it. Under his shirt, it is a heavy purse full of the strange gold coins tied around his neck on a thick leather cord.
Interesting.
He also has a 6-shooter, a Colt M1877, held firmly in his still warm hands. But all of the bullets in the chamber have been spent. It, yeah. So,
Is this
Okay.
similar enough to Eugene's gun that I could borrow a bullet or two from
maybe
him?
I can't remember. While you check that,
25 Darren.
so yeah, Kirby, the corpse you look at,
He's gonna kill me. Is he at least cute?
I mean,
for attractiveness.
that's up to you. Okay.
Well,
So
you're
it's
in
a very
PC, so it's up to
strange.
you.
It's
Yeah, but it's your taste, so it's up to
yeah.
you.
I'll just describe what it looks like. So it's very strange looking. The man is garbed in a heavy hooded raincoat and appears to have a narrow head and pronounced flaps of skin around his neck and jowls.
Ew.
He also seems to be suffering from some sort of skin condition, going by his grey, rough complexion. His bulging, watery eyes stare sightlessly in the direction of Cassidy's corpse. And like it says for me to roll, but I'll just say like there's blood everywhere. It confirms it looks like he's been shot twice, and that these bullet wounds led to his death.
So yeah, pretty cute.
I think I figured out where those bullets went.
There's
There aren't any bullets, like any spare bullets on George's person.
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
No. I will say also there's a dead fish creature that lies beside the strange man, the one that I described before, like the muscly duck foot thing. Yeah. Both it and the one attached to Cassidy's corpse have been shot as well. One through the eye and one through its belly.
And I smell its blood.
You can go ahead.
Same blood as before. I do that.
You do that. It does smell like the blood that you found down the stairs.
And
are you guys wolfhounds? Jesus.
I got the idea from Peter.
Do I take an insanity check?
Yes, you need to do a
forewarned of dead bodies?
Yes, you still need to.
Lisa, you just sniffing corpses.
Yeah, you see them sniffing corpses and like fish people as well.
I believe that is a 97.
Oh no!
Oh, how bad is this?
Okay, so
this is the entire reason you play Call of Cthulhu.
Yes. Okay, so I checked this. So you roll to like garner your own loss. So you're gonna roll 1d4, please.
That is a 2.
So you take 3 sanity points of damage. 3 sanity points. So you're pretty creeped out by this.
Yeah.
Still not like a temporary insanity setting, but it's not great. You're not that happy about it either.
What happened here? Why are you close to it?
We're getting closer to the conclusion now.
Investigating.
Sorry, yeah.
Want to know what this is.
I don't.
I kind of have a feeling that us going upstairs to try and barricade ourselves, probably not the best thing that we could have done.
No, it seems like they can certainly climb stairs.
Yeah. Could I get you guys to do a spot hidden roll? Please?
God. You certainly can't. That's an 81.
Anyone successful?
Yeah, I was successful with 33.
Okay. So I'll say, even though you were successful, I'll give it to Eugene because Eugene was a 3, I think.
Yeah.
So Eugene, while you're like kind of deliberating over this stuff, you notice that there's a bullet hole in the lamp lens of in the lamps of the lighthouse, like the lamp lens of the lighthouse itself.
Okay.
So the bullet which caused it appears to have shattered the bulb inside before carrying on through to smash one of the lantern room's missing panes of glass.
Yeah.
This at least explains why the lighthouse beacon stopped working at 8 p.m. this evening. It can easily be guessed by you that the second broken pane was destroyed by the other bullet. So yeah, and you can guess that probably without a replacement lens, there's no way the lighthouse can be brought back up to full working order.
Surely there's a replacement. You don't run the risk of not done.
I mean, you could have a search, you could even try to repair it, but I would say, unfortunately, time is probably not on your side. I'm not. I mean, yeah, so you hear a lot of really fun, smooth jazz or whatever it is downstairs. Some nice swing jazz.
Why is this being pointed out?
Yeah. So I mean, that's all you guys hear.
Thing where there's like a discordant soundtrack playing.
Yes, he did. With the shotgun. Yeah. So. Just one moment. Alright, so yeah, you don't really hear it. You see, you guys are discussing this, and then, suddenly,
The beacon turns.
Well. And that's the end of the Lightless Beacon.
Scared the shit out of us, we all die.
It's really spooky, yeah, you all just die. Yikes. Okay, yeah, so, I guess, yeah, like, because there's the sound of the music playing, you really only just hear, like, the door, like, well, yeah, because you came up through some stairs, so suddenly, like, you guys might turn around, you see from, like, the stairs that you guys came up, suddenly, these same creepy little fish, anglerfish frog things, like, a whole bunch of, like, they're right there, and they're not, like, the corpses, they are, like, coming up from in the stairs into the room where you guys are.
Well,
fuck.
Oh dear.
Yeah. And they are going to launch an attack. Now.
Richard?
Yes, sir.
God?
He like locks and loads and hands it to you.
Did we work out? Do our pistols take the same bullets?
Oh yeah. Have you checked?
A 0.25.
0.25. What was mine?
Oh god. It's like it's a Colt M1. It's a 6-shooter. Look, we'll say like gun nerds, please don't come at me. But we'll just say for the purposes of this, yes, they can.
Okay. Have you got some bullets to spare?
It doesn't say how many bullets I have, so should I just make up a number?
We'll just assume you have like, I don't know, 8.
Yeah.
8.
I've got 8. I can give you a couple.
All right. Shall we split 4 and 4? I'll pay you back once we get to polite society.
Go for it.
If you get to polite society.
Well, if you
Hey,
don't
can I
get
get
back,
that knife?
yeah, I'll give you the knife.
Okay, I will also let...
And load 4 of the 6 chambers of the 6 shooter.
So your gun does 1d8 damage.
1d8.
Plus or minus your modifier.
So 1d8.
Yeah. Okay, so how combat works in Call of Cthulhu is initiative order is basically determined by someone's dexterity. So if you could all let me know what your dexterity is, I can tell you what order.
Mine is 50.
55.
50.
45.
50.
Fast boy. Yeah. Dexterous limber boy.
Yeah.
So what's our move rate? Is that how far we can move?
We're not really going to work with that because we're in a close quarters in this location.
But that's essentially what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But we're not going to get, we don't have enough space to move.
Yeah. All right. So, I'll roll for Richard I'll just roll for him because we don't have a stat for him. So he's 5th. No. We'll say he's at the end then. Okay, and I'll just go double check what these guys are. Oh yeah, actually no, that's fine. Okay, there we go. So Parchment, you are first up. What? You have the fastest reaction somehow of all of these guys.
45.
I had 45 for my dexterity.
So is it the lowest?
Wait, was it because I had some form?
Yeah, it's the lower numbers.
Yeah.
That checks out, actually.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, interesting. All right.
Because it's also the order in the room as well, so
Pick
yeah.
a random,
That's just how I'm doing
pick a random gun from that list and I'll use its stats.
Okay.
Because we didn't predetermine what type of
we
gun.
didn't.
But just
Sounded
maybe
like it was a rifle of some sort.
Yeah, so rifle and shotgun go off the same stat.
Yeah.
So it's
we'll say like a 20 gauge, I guess.
20 gauge.
Yeah.
perfect.
So these creatures are like they're rushing in now.
So it is in fact a shotgun. I might have said rifle earlier, but we'll work on that.
I think it was shotgun.
Yeah, shotgun was in.
Because you said something about a shoot gun.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's
anyway.
Pump action shotgun.
That might have been pre-episode, but yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Excellent.
So I would like to use my 20 gauge and aim it right at the bunch of them. I'm assuming they're only just coming up the stairway,
Yeah,
so
they
they're
are.
probably relatively grouped up.
They are. Okay, so
It's already been cocked, so I just shoot.
yes.
Yep.
Okay. So just one moment. Enter the dex order. Each character may use their action. Yep, to initiate an attack. Melee attacks. Yep. The pro skill rolls.
So how quickly do we think we're gonna die, guys?
Brody is a
find
very
out.
squishy boy,
Yeah,
so
likewise.
he's gonna run.
We're all nerds.
Alright, so
Yeah, how long has it
Sorry,
been since
just
the
one
radio call?
I mean it wasn't that long ago. Just one moment, guys.
Well,
I
we've
just
got
need
a
to
doctor
double
here if we live.
check. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pro skill rolls. Dodge or parry.
Oh, dear.
They just have
Oh,
Oh yeah,
dear.
what did we end up finding out that substance was?
That I
think
had.
we
It's
clarified.
cocaine.
Yeah,
It's
it's
cocaine.
cocaine. I wonder how fish react to cocaine.
Yeah, I was just thinking, can I lob a bottle of
I mean, you could
cocaine
try.
into its mouth?
What happens
Alright,
if you
so
put cocaine on a bullet?
so could you give me like
No,
I think it's a rifle.
it comes
like
I mean-
a firearm.
Fire it.
Yes, I have a
I
firearms
suppose it goes
rifle
straight into
shotgun.
the system.
Excellent. So if you could do a roll for like the firearms, that'd be great.
So if you've got
I-
enough.
I fail. I got a 97.
Oh no! So you try to shoot at it, but it misses it. They're very small and they hop out of the way. Oh
Is there
no!
any way I can force an attack? Is that
I mean, you could you could try to
with heavy neglect?
kick it or
I very quickly repump it, I guess with the risk of ruining the gun.
Yes, okay.
So with the neglect,
I'll give
I
that to
quickly
you.
try and repeat the shot.
Yep.
Much better. Oh my god.
You can't push combat rolls.
Oh,
Can't
no,
push
you
combat
can't.
rolls?
Can you
Okay,
use
well
Yes,
then,
oh, I'm sorry.
luck.
Yeah.
you're all good. If I use all my luck
yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
it's not happening.
It's all good.
It was so
Okay.
high.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, of course it was.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah. That's all good. No worries. So, unfortunately, you do miss it. So, next up to bat is Peter. What do you do?
I'm going to... We don't really have a way to get down without going through these creatures, do we?
No.
Jump
You
out the
guys
window.
have kind of like moved yourself into like a tiny
Jump out the
space.
window.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Long fall.
Is there a ledge out the window?
There is, but it's very high up.
I'm gonna shoot at one of these creatures, the closest one to
Okay,
me.
so the relevant like shotgun or like handgun rifle, I think.
it was the gun.
Firearms.
Yeah.
Yeah, so firearm roll.
I do have an okay handgun, 35.
Alright, just roll.
That's 27.
Excellent, so it
Nice.
hits. So you have the damage points there?
Yeah.
So
So
roll-
it was 1d8.
Yeah, 1d8 plus or minus whatever
Yeah.
your
8
damage bonus is. Excellent.
What's your damage
Fantastic.
is none.
bonus? None.
Cool. So you shoot this little creature. It's called a youngling for Call of Cthulhu, and it
Joy.
it
Kill the
explodes.
younglings.
It explodes. Yes, you kill the youngling. It dies. It's gone. Fantastic. So that explodes. Done. Eugene, you're up to bat now.
Yeah, I am brandishing my handgun.
Yep.
I'm going to try to fire at one of them.
Yep. So firearms roll.
That's 90.
90. Yeah. So you miss.
I can't even use my...
I'm burning
Yeah.
both of these
Yeah.
dice sets after this.
yeah.
Just the
You're both
percentile
showing the same
Yeah.
ones. Yeah. Unfortunately, you miss.
That's unfortunate.
And Kirby.
I don't have stats for the knife.
So a knife is
it's
like
1d3.
1d3 plus or minus whatever your
Okay, so might as well be unarmed.
I'm assuming it'd be the same as the other,
Are you going to them? Or?
unless you have.
Okay,
Those things are
technically,
technically at you, but yeah.
technically, Kobe's hits can heal them.
I'm assuming damage is either minimum 0 or minimum 1.
Oh my god, it's like your subtraction. Your subtraction is more.
And if he rolls a 3, he
Yes.
can damage them to 1. If he rolls a 2, he doesn't damage them at all. If he rolls a 1,
He heals
he
my
can heal them.
I would assume the damage.
We mean
The
minimum
damage
one.
is minimum 1 or minimum 0.
Jeepers. Okay, so the fighting skill, I believe, is what you're doing for a knife, like knife fighting with a knife.
Okay, well, he's gonna try and
Try to
stab
hit?
one of them.
Oh my gosh.
He's gonna fail to stab one
Okay,
of them
so he swings past it.
and sort of scramble backwards.
That's alright. Okay, and Richard is gonna attack one of them. I'm just gonna
Good boy, Richard, with an umbrella.
with an umbrella, yes. Okay, so he's gonna I don't know, I'll give him a 50 for brawl. Okay.
He's
buff.
Do you not remember the
Oh
rolling?
my god, he's incredibly competent. Okay, but I'm gonna still say it's probably a D3 for like plus
it's
maybe
an
like
umbrella.
maybe like +1. Okay, so so he does 4 damage on this youngling. So he just like stabs through this youngling.
How many of these things are there?
There are 5 of them.
5 of them. Did my 8 damage?
Yeah, it
take one?
killed one, so there's 4
one.
left.
Alright.
And the one that Richard attacked is like nearly like it's thrown back with the force of the umbrella. Unfortunately, it is now their turn. Okay, so I'm gonna do all of them. So basically, 4 of them are gonna attack each of you guys, not Richard because
He's scary and buff.
he's very scary.
He's also the one closest to them. If he
Actually,
Okay.
on top,
that'd be Kirby.
Kirby and Richard would be the ones closest to them.
Okay, so I haven't been doing this for the younglings, but that's fine. So when attacked, a character can react in two ways. You can try to either dodge or fight back. So what I'm doing for these younglings is I'm going to be rolling to attack you, and each of you can either choose to try and dodge or fight back. So fighting back, I think it's like you can possibly give them a small amount of damage. Yes. But and dodging is like trying to avoid damage altogether, kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And the fighting back, would that be fighting skill?
Yeah.
Fighting brawl
Yes,
skill?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll start with
unarmed
Pajame
attack.
first. So one of them's going to try and attack you.
He will attempt to... depends. Which one is attacking? Is it the already...
We'll say it's the already somewhat damaged
Okay,
one.
he will attempt to fight back then.
Okay.
He knows he has a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better chance of surviving if that's the case.
All good. So what did you roll?
80.
80. Unfortunately, yeah. It bites you.
Yep.
Which is. So it bites you for 2 damage.
Alright.
It doesn't lock onto you, but it does bite you because you were trying to fight it off.
You're a
Alright.
werefish now.
Yeah.
Eugene, what would you like to do? What would you like to try to dodge or fight?
Eugene's going to try to dodge.
Okay, so dodge skill obviously, opposed with my skill attack.
That's going to pass.
Excellent. So it does not. So you managed to dodge it entirely.
Excellent.
It doesn't hit you.
Good
Excellent. Good job. Okay, Kirby.
Kirby's gonna dodge.
Kirby's gonna dodge. All good.
Kirby's not gonna dodge.
Oh, what did Kirby roll?
He rolled a 53. His dodge is 42.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not worth locking that down.
It doesn't. You don't take any damage because the youngling rolled higher than you did. So
Oh, cool.
it tries to get to you, but even though you rolled worse for dodge, you don't incur damage.
It takes a bite out of your coat or something.
And Peter.
I'm gonna dodge. That's a 43, which fail, but I don't know what the youngling rolled.
Yes, because the youngling rolled quite high.
It's a fail by
If
my
I'm
dodge.
not just completely right, I am a new keeper. But all rolling the same way. Okay, so yeah, you don't necessarily dodge it. It might. I would say like it takes off it takes off 1 hit point off Peter.
Okay.
But it doesn't get to like bite you for one.
So one hit point.
Pajame, it's your turn again.
Shotgun.
Shotgun, yes.
So definitely I want to definitely not hit my allies.
Yeah.
I'm going to state that before I do this attack. I do not want to hit my allies.
It's all good as long as you don't roll like a 99.
I will use luck if that's the case.
Tell me this was like GURPS where you could aim.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a 0-0-0. What is
Really?
that? 0-0-0.
Oh, that's a critical. Oh, how do you do that again? No. Oh, 0-0-0.
Yeah, 0-0-0 is 100.
Oh no, because it's 100.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm using luck.
Yeah, I would do that because that
Just
would make you kill
just the 1 point of luck.
I kill all of my...
to not fumble.
Yeah, you're gonna die because of Pajame. Jeepers. Oh no.
Let's see.
Okay.
Roll
It's all
these.
good. It's all good. Okay, so you don't hit them.
It's you.
Unfortunately.
95.
All right, Peter.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, he rolled
So,
a 95 on my
Peter,
dice.
you're up to bat.
I will also use, let's say...
95 is bad. Yes. Yeah.
Let's
Yep.
say 5 luck
Yep.
to make that
That's
go.
okay. Like you fail, but you don't shoot someone else.
Yeah,
That's all
I'm
good.
gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot one that hasn't been damaged.
Okay, that's fine. Go
Actually,
ahead.
I'm gonna shoot the one that attacked me because
Yeah.
it hasn't been damaged. Yeah.
Now I could make the younglings retaliate, but because you guys are all using mainly like firearms, I'm not going to do that, and also for like brevity's sake. But that is like something you can do if you're a keeper.
Miss 81.
It misses. All right. Good stuff. Eugene.
I'm going to try to shoot the one that was going for me. I don't think it's been damaged.
Yep. All good.
Oh, that's a 90.
Okay, you don't shoot it either.
We die.
That's fine.
We're gonna die.
Kirby.
I haven't
Kirby's
shot a gun very much.
gonna try and stab him with a knife and not heal him. Yeah, that's a fail. That's a 55.
It's so easy to fail in Call of Cthulhu.
Okay.
I'm the only one of us that's hit.
It's alright, Kirby has a plan for at least his own survivability.
Yeah.
I'm the only one of us that's hit.
Okay.
You're thinking that Parjame was the playing character? It was actually Richard. Parjame was the enemy.
Okay, so what did I say? It was a
Great
50.
for, like,
So
a
Richard's gonna
one-shot.
try and stab this thing again. For some reason, he's actually just a genius. He rolled a 10, so he
Richard's
does hit
the
him.
real
Where
hero
did you
of
get
this
Richard?
story.
Like,
Okay.
where did you find him?
This is like
He's
an
also
Alfred
he's
from
also
Batman
like the
situation.
assistant. He's also the assistant butler. He's not even the head
he's not even the
butler.
main butler.
Main butler.
Main
I think he
butler.
deserves a promotion after this.
Oh yeah, no, he should just be head of the house.
Or at the very least, a bonus.
Okay.
Barley is the head.
He straight up kills enough youngling.
We're down to 3.
All we have to do is buy
We're
time
down
for
to
Richard
three.
to kill one each round.
Okay, unfortunately, it is the younglings' turns now, so they're gonna go for
Well, there's 3 of them.
yeah. So
And
let's see.
Richard and I have managed to kill them. So maybe
Yeah, so they're
afraid of
okay.
us.
So I'll say one goes for Richard, one goes for
Kirby
Peter,
is within
Fair
combat.
enough.
and we'll say Kirby as well.
Yeah.
Alright, so Richard first. This is very weird.
Yeah, it's a thing of like they're either gonna be scared
Okay.
of us or they're gonna go for us because we're the ones that are
Alright,
actually threats.
I'm gonna kind of like I'll say Richard has 12 hit points because he's just lost. So he gets bitten quite badly. On the ankle, we'll say, because they're small little creatures. Okay, he didn't manage to dodge. Alright, and so Kirby.
Kirby's gonna try and dodge.
Yep.
That's a 66.
66. Yeah, so they managed to bite you. It manages to bite you for 3 hit points.
Peter's gonna try and dodge.
It's quite nasty. Yep.
5.
55, yeah, so, I just mean that's a fail.
Yeah.
Yep, so the youngling bites you for 2 hit points.
Ouch.
Yeah, not great. The younglings actually have a little special attack, but I'm not going to use it for brevity's sake. So Parjame.
Does it run away?
Please.
No.
The trenches.
It's worse.
Okay, another cock of the
Yep.
shotgun.
All
Going
good.
to
Give it a
attempt
go.
to shoot. If I'm going to shoot one, it is now the one in front of me.
Yes, no worries.
Yes.
Finally hit.
Excellent.
I rolled a 56, and I've been meaning. All I have to do is roll below a 70.
Oh my gosh, that's missing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's awful. Alright, so you can now roll your damage die.
Okay, I believe it is.
I think it's
okay,
like-
so how far away is it from me? Depending on its
I love
range is
that
how much
you've
damage
You've
I
got roughly.
it's like it's pretty close.
Like you've
It's pretty
rolled
close
3
quarters.
times.
Is it within 10
with
yards?
this rifle?
Yes.
do. Okay.
Statistically speaking, it should have hit twice and missed once.
Yeah, true.
7 damage.
7 damage.
F
Alright.
that guy.
Okay, so that youngling just explodes in blood. Like you kill it.
We're down to 2.
Oh goodness.
We're down to 2.
I'm alright. Good job, sir.
Thank you.
Excellent
Compliment me
shooting.
more.
Alright, so there's 2 left. So Peter, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot the one that attacked me.
Okay. Give it a go. Doesn't
Actually,
hit.
no, I don't even need to use luck for that one. That's a 29, which is a success.
Fantastic. Okay, so roll your
On
D6,
high
I think.
roll.
Yeah.
A D8.
D8. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, oh, 1.
A 1. Okay, so you grazes the side of this disgusting fishy little thing.
I think I've got 1 bullet left.
Okay.
Then I'll
Alright.
pistol whip.
Eugene.
Yeah, I'll aim at the one attacking Kirby, I think.
Yep.
Okay.
Roll to hit.
That is a 30, so that will hit.
Fantastic. So roll your
yes.
damage die.
Nice. 3 damage.
3 damage. That's excellent. So it's looking not too great at all.
So between us, we've got 2 bullets.
Yeah, we do.
It's alright.
I
It's only,
don't
there's
know-
only 2 younglings left.
Yeah,
2 younglings
Kirby.
left.
Yeah, and Richard can take
I
both.
don't know what.
Look around them both
That's crazy.
and hopefully Kirby doesn't heal this one as
Oh,
he tries
no.
to stab it
I
with a
don't
knife.
know what heart it's got.
As he fails to stab it with a knife.
Oh
He's doing his
That's okay. He's trying.
He's tiny.
These things have pretty thick, scaly hides, so it's difficult to penetrate with just your hand, especially if you're very.
He's not used to knife fights.
No.
He's a lover, not a fighter.
Well,
then you think he'd be used to penetrating.
it's Richard's turn.
He's not usually the one doing the penetrating.
Oh, well.
That boy a twink. We know. We've been you.
I haven't seen many twinks with facial hair like that.
I mean, you haven't seen many twinks in the 1920s because we're living here in our year 2009.
True. This is
2019, not 2009. I'm having a mental breakdown.
Speaking of penetration of a sword, I suppose, Richard stabs another bloody youngling with his umbrella and it dies.
Wow.
There's one youngling that still looks okay, alive, and it's like at this point most of them would be wanting to return tail, but it's and then it's going to, who's it gonna hit?
You can just say it goes to hit Kirby, it's fine.
It literally does go to hit Kirby.
I was gonna say, which one is it that's left? Is it the one that attacked Darby before?
I think so. It's the one that has the most hit points left. Alright, so would you like to try attempt to
try and dodge?
Give it a go.
We'll fail at dodging. That's a 67.
67, yeah, so it attacks you, unfortunately.
It's fine. I think really
we've got
Kirby's the
indeed. So 2 hit points. Two hit points for a taken off Kirby, and now it's back to Farshime.
Okay, now I have to reload.
Yes.
However, and I'm not sure if this is just some random thing or if it's an actual website.
Yep.
But in one round, it is possible to chamber one round and fire that shot at half dex.
Okay.
I'm assuming I just halve my success.
Yeah, so you halve your success. Yes, so I'll let you do that. Yeah, if you halve that.
Okay.
That sounds about right. Again, I am still beginner keeper, so if this isn't 100% to go and grab the free rule book and play it yourself.
Yeah, I do it.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah,
oh, wow.
I do it.
Okay.
I got a 30 and that's well below half of 70.
Jeez, yeah.
Does it explode?
Okay, roll your damage.
Take it out.
With 2d6, that's pretty decent chance.
All those afternoons spent
We start
hunting.
with the 1. 3 damage.
3 damage. Okay, it's still alive, but it's looking pretty shaky.
And there's still 2 bullets that can
Another fun
penetrate
fact.
it.
Another firearm action. You can point blank fire. If the distance to the target is equal to or less than the shooter's dex and feet, the shooter's chance is doubled to hit.
Oh, then I should have been doubled on the one.
AKA, if you just walk up to this thing and shoot it badass
we'll know
style.
it from now on.
That's awesome. Yeah, we'll remember it from now on if we play.
I'm going to go...
Okay, so Peter, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to go right up to the one that
point blank it.
Yeah, I'm going to point blank it.
Okay. I'll say you do that.
I might
It's a pretty small
Please
space.
don't miss.
Yeah, please don't miss. Things are going to get very spooky.
Hit Kirby with a gun.
I'm not gonna do it. This is a D&D. I'm not flanking it. I'm not opposite it from you. I'm going up to it and pointing away. The gun is away from you.
Actually, do it, because it'll be kind of interesting to see what happens.
Pull the trigger, Peter.
Cool guys don't look at exploding younglings.
Is that what they told Anakin?
Yes.
28. I didn't even need the point blank.
Oh, excellent. Fantastic. Okay, so roll your damage.
4.
Fantastic. It explodes.
Thank goodness.
Also, take 1 insanity point because that was an insane dude.
No, that was awesome. Excellent. Good job. Yeah.
That's all my bullets.
You listen, you still hear the incredibly loud blaring jazz that Pasha made.
Run.
Yes, that would be very wise. Let's try and get down there.
Are there any windows?
There are windows, but I wouldn't recommend jumping out.
No, just having a look outside. Is there any Coast Guard boats?
Yes, do a spot, I don't know. You look out there and you see a boat out there.
That was real good and all, but There might be more downstairs. You sure we shouldn't just barricade until we get
That's
rescued?
right, there's probably more outside.
You just see Parjame
Damned if we do, damned if we don't.
Load 2 more rounds into the shotgun and pump the shotgun. I think we can make it.
I'm gonna check.
Very cool, sir.
Thank you.
It's not like I'm gonna die today anyway. Sure, let's fucking do it.
I'm not assuming I have unlimited bullets, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to be realistic.
Yeah.
They usually come in some sort of pack.
Yeah,
so.
no, it makes sense. And you would
I just assumed
He'd
that
have the
Richard
wealth.
has
Yeah.
unlimited bullets in his umbrella.
He's got a lot of
You don't happen to have anything that would fit a gun like this one?
No, only the shotgun pellets, which are quite more sizable than your little gun
And
bullets.
you've only the one shotgun?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes. There is only so much you can fit in our butler's coat.
Yes.
I'm
God, you'd
as,
think we'd
as
be
we're
home in
on
America.
as we're
right.
on our way out, I'm gonna keep an eye out for anywhere that looks like there might be bullets stored.
Yeah,
No
that sounds
worries.
good. I got my little scalpel.
So I will get you guys to do a collective luck roll. So I believe that
Alright,
means
good
that,
thing mine's still quite high.
yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
So let me know who fails and who succeeds.
I failed.
I
failed.
succeed.
So 2 fails, 2 fails and 2 succeed. Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because
I rolled.
am insanely lucky.
Yeah, I rolled for Richard. I just did a flat roll because I don't know how much luck he would have. But yeah, you guys managed to get down out of the lighthouse without...
Did I see anywhere there would be bullets?
You didn't see any because you were hurrying.
Okay.
You did also hear more younglings, but they didn't cross your path.
Yeah, I'm prioritizing getting out over
Yeah, and
gathering more bullets.
like you hear this chattering, like you see like the flashes of eyes, but the 5 of you run, and you get
Go!
down like, and you hear more of these younglings, this like creepy like hopping, slapping kind of like frog-like noises, and they're like creepy chattering, like it sounds otherworldly. But you run and you make your way to the pier just as you see like the lights of the Coast Guard pull up to the docks. There's a couple of people that are waiting at the docks as well that you presume might have also washed ashore. As you reach the pier, if one of you stops to turn, and like I'm assuming you just run to the end of the pier, if one of you stops to turn, you see that like there's all these little like eyes watching from the grass, but they do not come onto the shore.
We need to get on the boat right
Hold the
fucking
boat.
now.
Go.
Yeah, I'm...
The Coast Guard is like sending out, like they're drawing closer because
No, we'll definitely go out. But
a lot of big searchlights. Yeah.
yeah,
gotta
definitely
warn them
not.
all.
I'm not hesitating. I do not want to be targeted.
Yeah. Excellent.
We get on the boat, and I'm gonna say we need to not be here for any longer than we need to be. There is something strange and dangerous in those woods and in that lighthouse.
Something strange, you say?
Yes, it is for men better armed and better informed than anyone here.
Yeah, like... on
That's
the
alright.
good news.
Everyone, get aboard. We'll are there any other survivors? And there's a couple of people that like have just been gathering on the. There's actually a couple of people that you saw were like. There was actually that they started a fire. That also have like guns as well. They were quite prepared. But yeah, everyone just hurries onto the with the Coast Guard. And the chap that picks you up says, "You'd be surprised the sort of things you find along the coast here. I don't doubt you. Don't worry, you're safe. We'll take everyone back to Dover, and then we might have to give everyone a thorough questioning about the events that have transpired there."
Please take me inside now.
Yes, sir. Let's go in.
Do you have first class?
No, we don't.
Can I have the captain's quarters then?
God damn it,
Darling,
Hartley.
you're in first class.
He's a Hartley, you know. Excellent. They don't let you go to the captain's quarters, but they try to like increase you into like a dry space
Also,
at least. And
This
yeah,
wouldn't be a passenger vessel. There wouldn't be a first.
I know,
there wouldn't
yeah,
be
no,
a
it's
captain's
being an
quarters.
this is
asshole.
part of it. Fantastic.
We
So
survived.
yeah, you guys survived. I didn't really know if you guys would. There are a lot of extra factors that would have either made your trip much worse or much better. So it was very interesting.
I will just quickly
yeah.
say
Do you have any kind of coda that you want to have
if
to
it was going to go south, Kirby would have jumped out the window.
I was worried that would happen.
Yeah.
But
did cross my
depending on
mind.
Laura,
Yeah, things
he
may...
might have survived.
Yeah, so...
And not in the way that you think.
You land on a squishy pile of younglings.
So I suppose for Kirby, you, as the boat pulls back and goes towards Dover, back towards Dover, you think, although it wasn't in the same manner as some of your previous encounters, you view this as just probably another effect of the painting that you have in your possession. Once again, in this case, not intentional turns of fate, but fate has once again been twisted to deny you, or to deny someone,
Your soul.
some form of death. Yeah. Eugene, I mean, you still have your suitcase.
Yeah.
You're
are
not
you
too
going-
sure if
Yeah.
you... I don't know how you can quite come to terms with what you've seen, considering your skeptical nature is some kind of creature, perhaps.
Yeah.
You do also... you do also still have the offer you made Pajame, that I presume... Oh, yeah. My impression is Pajame is a little bit not so... Yeah. So do you, I suppose, bring that up again?
Or do you make your delivery schedule?
Yeah.
Is that...
Yeah. I suppose I'll leave that up to
I'll
you.
have a little chat with Pajame.
Yeah.
In private. I'm like, so,
In 1st class.
Yeah, first class.
I'm
Absolutely.
hoping I'll be able to make my delivery schedule, but I do have a little information that I think it would be nice to pass on to you.
Ooh.
With my dealings with the Mafia family, I've heard a little bit about your older sister.
Oh,
Is
yes, she's
having-
quite vile.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of things you've heard.
Yeah, there's some, I think I'd better warn you that there's a plot to take your life.
What? I was merely talking about the fact that she bathes for 6 hours. It's disgusting. To take my life.
Okay. Yeah, they want to take a better position in the family, is what I've heard, so I thought I'd give you a little warning about that one.
Oh, that's not very good at all.
Just don't tell anyone that I told you, but yeah, that's you might want to keep Richard around. He seems good in a fight.
Oh, yes, he's very competent.
He's like
Sequel bait.
laying out all of his like weapons that he has. Yeah.
Which are umbrellas.
Yeah. Every umbrella that's like he's trying to like polish the blood off of them, like youngling blood off them. Yeah.
Oh, that's not very good at all. I'll have to watch my back. Perhaps
Yeah.
I'll talk with Papa and Mother, perhaps. I don't talk to her often, but I think this definitely justifies some sort of conversation with her. Gosh, family is so difficult.
Yes.
I wish I was on holiday in France.
Maybe that's a good place to go. I don't know.
Maybe better luck next time. So.
Yes.
Yeah, I just thought I'd pass on that warning.
Richard, did you know anything about this?
No, sir. I'm quite concerned about this.
Insight check.
Yeah. Okay, a psychology check, I think.
Richard ends up betraying you. Mind you, Hajime has great trust in him.
Yes, faithful butler, assistant butler.
Yes, I believe you. Yes.
Very good, sir.
Yes. No, I trust you wholeheartedly with my life, and you've proven yourself quite well.
No. Very good, sir. He turns back to polishing the blood off his umbrella.
With a glint in his eye
yes,
now.
With a glint in his eye. And you don't see
and a sinister
his
smile.
eyes turn blood red.
Bum, bum, bum.
I guess if you ever needed any medical services, I have a little clinic in Chicago.
Well, I have bites on my foot right now.
Oh, yes. Oh my god. I'll bandage that up for you.
I don't are they infected? Will I lose my leg?
We'll see. Just keep it.
Speaking of,
Yep.
Kirby, at some point after this exchange is like, hey, Eugene, I kinda could do with a bit of a patching up if you got a free moment.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll absolutely. Anyone that's injured, I've got supplies here.
You also need your coat patched up because it got a hole in it. You didn't add another patch to your patch coat.
Oh my god.
Peter limps up slightly and says, Eugene, it's been a pleasure.
It has been. Are you well?
I'm fine enough. I'll get this scene to when we get to the land. It's nothing too serious. Kirby, if you wish to discuss that portrait more with me, then come see me at Oxford.
Oh, I'm like about 98% sure that the painting had a little bit to do with why we survived, so I'll definitely be coming to see you.
Wonderful. Hartley,
Yes.
you just made me want to say what I'm going to say even more. Hartley,
Yes.
if I ever see you again, it will be too soon. And I walk away.
Oh, and do stay away from that family. They're not to be trusted.
I don't know where he's going.
He just goes to the port of the ship.
Away.
Like, he could have done that before. Can I get some patching up?
You get
Yes,
the feeling
absolutely.
that for Peter, obviously he's on a boat, so he can't go that far. He just doesn't want to be in your company for much longer, and perhaps reminisce about what's happened to his old associate.
At this stage,
and the mysteries.
he's dealing with that. He's also looking through the books that he has with him, and seeing if by some stroke of luck, just comparing the what I'm presuming is the youngling footprints that we saw.
Yes, definitely.
To anything in the books, and
again, you don't have anything solid, but Innsmouth comes up again and again.
Yeah.
You're really thinking, I'm going to read about that when I go back to.
I'm not looking for actual answers because I know we're wrapping up.
Yeah, that's it. But that's
just
what he's
for
doing.
flavour. That's what
Excellent.
he's doing.
Fantastic.
Always free to help, Mr. Eldon.
Very good, sir. Very charitable.
Yes, I am. I know.
A little uncomfortable combo.
Yes, I would give both of you business cards because I owe you for the bullets.
Nice.
It's fine. Get a currency.
Why is every character I make Darby's character doesn't like?
No, I like him. I like him.
No, Darby's
Peter
character
does
very
not.
It's like with Axel and
Perennial
Braxton as
child
well.
moment.
Braxton didn't think very much of Axel to begin with.
True.
What to end with,
excellent.
really.
Thought he was an amateur or something.
Axel.
The previous
in the
one shot.
future campaign.
You guys don't know any of these
Oh
characters.
yeah, no, that wasn't Braxton.
That's the
That wasn't
No,
Braxton.
enough. Different campaign.
Well, we'll discuss that.
Braxton's the merchant
do you
in
guys
Durham.
have
My
any
bad.
last things that your characters want to do
I'll talk to
before we
Kevin
wrap
for a
up?
little bit. While I'm
okay.
kind of
I've done mine.
patching up
We're nearly done.
his wounds, I'm gonna say I know I made an offer before about if you wanted any future medical attention. I've seen you before in the past, and I kind of wondering if my psychological skills might be of need.
Begging your
kind of look at their his wrists and then his neck a little pointedly.
Kirby kind of shifts a little bit uncomfortably and kind of brings his coat a bit further up his wrists, and he's like, I don't quite think we're there yet. I need to figure out why I keep failing before I can try and stop it happening further.
I see.
Eugene, I respect you, I do, but your scientific knowledge and your skepticism will only take you so far in knowing what's going on with me.
Eugene's taken aback. They're like, I think there's a lot that progress in psychology can do, but I think it's really important to see the issues early on before you end up in an asylum or something.
Sweetheart, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. I know the life I've led, I know the choices I've made, and I know that even now I'm forced to live them. And that's just gonna be my life.
I would hope that there's things that you can, that it's not all set. You can work to change things in the future. That's why I want to study more psychology.
What do you want from me, Eugene? I can't be more than what I am. And I've told many people in my life this, and it's led me to where I am now. And I know there is no changing, and I appreciate your kindness, but I don't know why you're being so kind to me. And I don't know what you're getting out of it, but I sure do hope you find it.
I guess I see. I guess I'll just say that there's a lot that people can help you if you want it. I don't want to believe that these kind of issues are fixed. I think, yeah, I can understand, but I think that just keep it in mind that there is possibilities of change for the better.
Look, once I figure out why I keep living, I'll come find you. How about that?
That sounds like a plan. I'll keep studying so I know more about to help with these kind of things.
Well, sir, was it?
Yes.
What did you think of all that? You're not too badly maimed?
Well, I've learnt I'm quite off my game with a shotgun. All that.
Yes, some more hunting trips.
Yes, I think so. Yes. I'll call Papa.
Defended yourself now.
Perhaps Africa would be a better travel spot.
Yes, precisely.
Yes. Some big game over there, I hear.
Oh yes. Elephants and the like.
Yes.
Blessed rains.
Yes, there's the rains down there.
It's gonna take some time to do the things we never.
Yes.
Ooh.
Nice. Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'll leave it there, I guess, guys.
So do we get back to?
You do get back to
like we don't get ambushed
you
by
don't get
fish
shipwrecked
people.
again.
Do we level up?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, that's interesting. Call of Cthulhu has an interesting way of... They don't really level up anyway. But yeah, maybe if we play another Call of Cthulhu game, we'll cover that again.
Which I really hope we do. This was amazing. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you so much, guys.
That was so fun.
If you guys have been listening or watching, thank you for listening through all of this or getting to this point. Even if you just clicked to the end and went to listen to that, I appreciate that. Again, like, this was the Lightless Beacon. There is so much stuff that these guys did not cover. And a lot of things that, like, I had to patter out because they took completely different directions. So
only so much you can do in a one shot.
Download it.
Yeah.
Play it yourself.
Yeah, please download it.
Explore it. Have
again,
fun. It'll be amazing.
It was as part of Stafford Day. We were all one. Please go visit the Chaosium website to read more about his legacy and also play their games. Again, like, this is a free game. It's designed specifically for beginner players and a beginner keeper. Again, I'm not incredibly experienced, so if I did something wrong, that's just how I was running it. But it's pretty, like, very different from D&D or even Pathfinder, but really easy to pick up if you enjoy tabletop. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed kind of this little break from our silly Dungeons and Dragons annoying Eldon merchant and Tabaxi tinker and aggressive
murder lesbian. You can call her a murder lesbian. It's fine.
And the other murder lesbian.
Another murder lesbian. They're really good. Thanks very much, guys, for playing this. I was really excited to get the chance to run this. Thank you. Thanks everyone for dressing up. Again, if you're listening to this, check out our social media. We'll post pictures.
And happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Sorry for listening.
Thanks, guys. Sorry for listening.
Bye.